All rise.
Thank you, everyone. Please be seated. Okay, good afternoon, everybody. My name is Commissioner Hughes. This is the 2 p.m. initial appearance calendar for Wednesday, October 15th. The court's orders for the taking of DNA samples and fingerprints issued on the first calendar of October will apply to all of the hearings on this calendar. Did I say October 15th? It's October 15th if I didn't say October. Okay. All right, everyone, as we get started on the calendar here this afternoon, I will call each of you into the courtroom one at a time. I'll ask one of you to stand behind the gray podium here in front of me in the courtroom. For those of you that can't see it, there's a gray podium right here in front of me. Then I will ask the next two people I intend to call into the courtroom to line up in the two blue chairs right inside this door. I think there are two blue chairs sitting right here facing all of you. If you would please listen carefully for your name, move from the chair you're in now to that second chair, then shift over to the first chair, then head into the courtroom. I know that sounds a lot like musical chairs, and I do apologize for that, but I promise you all it will make this calendar move much faster if you will please listen for your name and do that. Once you work your way into the courtroom, I will start by asking you to state your full name and date of birth. Then I will explain to you why you're here this afternoon. After that, I will tell you whether you qualify for a court-appointed lawyer. Those lawyers are sometimes referred to as public defenders. Whether or not you qualify for a public defender, you always have the right to hire a private lawyer to represent you if you wish to, because in a criminal case, you are entitled to counsel. When you're in the courtroom, I will also give you your next court hearing dates and times. You will be required to attend those court hearings whether or not you remain in custody. If you are in custody on those court dates, MCSO will transfer you to them. If you're out of custody, you'll be responsible for getting yourself to your next court hearings. The last thing that we'll do while you're in the courtroom is talk about whether you are legally eligible for release from custody or not. If you are, we will talk about on what terms and conditions you could get out of jail today. In addition to the right to the assistance of counsel in a criminal case, you all also have the right to remain silent. That means you cannot be compelled to make any statements, but any statements that you do choose to make in the courtroom this afternoon could be used against you. Even if you qualify for a public defender, there will not be a lawyer present in the courtroom this afternoon to represent you. If you qualify for a court-appointed lawyer, your lawyer will be present starting at your next hearing forward. Because you won't have a lawyer in here and because anything that you say could be used against you, I will strongly caution all of you against making any statements regarding the facts about why you're here. Last thing I will tell you before we get started is that all of the information that you get while you're in the courtroom will be given to you in a written document. That document is called a release order. The officers in the courtroom will hand you that document when you're done in here and you step back into the room that you're in right now. So please don't feel like you need to memorize the information we go through in the courtroom, but do please keep that paperwork with you wherever you go from here. All right, let's go ahead and get started. If we could, please, can I have Mark Ramage all the way into the courtroom behind the gray podium here in front of me? Asia John, if you would please have a seat in the first chair right inside this door. LaMarcus Reed, if you would please have a seat in the second chair. Can I have your name and date of birth, please, sir?
My name is Mark Ramage. I was born May 31st, 1962.
Thank you very much, Mr. Ramage. You are here on allegations of new charges. The allegations against you are 1 count of armed robbery, that is a Class 2 felony, and 3 counts of disorderly conduct involving weapons, those are Class 6 felonies. I did find probable cause to support those allegations, and I have appointed a public defender to represent you. Your next court hearings will be a status conference October 21st, and then you will have a preliminary hearing on the 23rd. Both of those hearings will be at 8:30 in the morning. They will both be in the Superior Court downtown. On these allegations, you have a $50,000 secured appearance bond. You could use a bonding company to post that if you choose to. If you do post that bond and you're released from custody, you cannot return to the scene where the underlying alleged events took place. You could not have contact with any alleged victims or witnesses. You would be prohibited from possessing any weapons, and you could not consume any alcohol or drugs without a valid prescription if you were released. Do you understand those conditions?
Yes, I do.
Thank you, Mr. Ramaj. You can step back and get your paperwork. Asia John, if you would please work your way into the courtroom. Mr. Reed, if you would shift over, please, and then if I could have Audrey Ochoa in the second chair. Can I have your name and date of birth, please?
Asia John, 9401.
Thank you, Ms. John. You are here on 4 different matters. The first matter that you're here on is allegations of new charges. Those allegations are 1 count of possession of a weapon by a prohibited person, 1 count of narcotic drug possession, 1 count of dangerous drug possession. All 4 of those are Class 4 felonies. Finally, 1 count of drug paraphernalia possession, which is a Class 6 felony. The other 3 matters you're here on are all allegations that those new violations are violations of Term 1 of your probation. I did find probable cause to support those new allegations, which means I also found probable cause to support Term 1 probation violations in each of those 3 cases. Your next court hearing in the new case will be a status conference October 21st. That'll be followed by a preliminary hearing October 23rd, both of those at 8:30 in the Superior Court downtown. Your next court hearing on each of the probation cases will be a revocation arraignment. That one's going to be October 22nd at 8:30 downtown. So your hearings will be the 21st, 22nd, and 23rd, all at 8:30 in the Superior Court downtown. On the new allegations, you have a $15,000 secured appearance bond. On each of the 3 probation matters, your bond is $1,000. So your total bond for all 4 cases will be $18,000. It is all secured appearance. If you post that and you are released from custody, you cannot possess any weapons and you cannot consume any alcohol or drugs without a valid prescription. Do you understand those conditions?
Yes.
Okay. Thank you, Ms. John. You can step back and get your paperwork. LaMarcus Reed, if you would please work your way into the courtroom. Mako Mendez, if you would work your way to the second chair, please. Can I have your name and date of birth, please?
LaMarcus Reed, 12/12/1991.
Thank you, Mr. Reed. You are here on 2 different matters. The first matter that you're here on is allegations of new charges. Those allegations are 1 count of possession of a weapon by a prohibited person. That is a Class 4 felony. 1 count of false reporting to law enforcement and 1 count of theft. Those last 2 are Class 1 misdemeanors. I did find probable cause to support those allegations, and I have appointed a public defender to represent you against them. Your next court hearings will be a status conference October 21st and then a preliminary hearing on the 23rd. Both of them will be at 8:30 in the morning, both in the Superior Court downtown. On those new allegations, you have a $10,000 secured appearance bond. The second matter that you're here on is a probation violation warrant. In that case, the petition to revoke your probation alleges that you have violated terms 3 and 5. I also appointed a lawyer to represent you in the probation case. Your next hearing in that matter will be a revocation arraignment hearing October 22nd at 8:30 in the probation court downtown. On the probation warrant, your bond is $250, so your total bond will be $10,250. It is all secured appearance. If you post that and you are released, you cannot possess any weapons or consume any alcohol or drugs without a valid prescription. Go ahead.
Is there a reason why the bond is so high?
On the new case?
Yes, ma'am.
There is. So I will tell you first, I received a written recommendation from the county attorney's office on that new case regarding release conditions. The county attorney's office asked me to hold you on a $25,000 secured appearance bond. The basis for their recommendation is in part a review of your criminal history. They have indicated that you have 5 prior felony convictions, some also misconduct involving weapons. They believe that because these new offenses were committed while you were already on probation and in revocation proceedings, that you pose a risk to the safety of the public. I also reviewed your criminal history. I note that you have 6 prior felony convictions, some misconduct involving weapons, some drugs, some also theft, shoplifting related. So the reason the bond is so high is because the allegations in this new case appear to exhibit a pattern of similar criminal conduct. So I share the county attorney's concern that you pose a risk to the safety of the public. Any other questions?
No, ma'am.
Okay, thank you very much. You can step back and get your paperwork. Audrey Ochoa, if you would please work your way into the courtroom. Philip Dieter, if you would work your way to the second chair, please. Can I have your name and date of birth?
Audrey Ochoa, March 30th, 1993.
Thank you, Ms. Ochoa.
Sure.
You are here on a bench warrant issued by the Superior Court when you failed to appear at a sentencing hearing in an existing felony case involving armed robbery and trafficking and stolen property allegations. You have a lawyer already assigned to represent you in that case. That lawyer will continue to defend you. Your next court hearing will be a status conference October 22nd. It will be at 8:30 in the morning in the Superior Court downtown. On that warrant, you have a $10,000 cash-only bond. If you post that and you are released from custody, you will also be required to comply with the release restrictions already in place in that case. Those include that you not return to the scene of any alleged offense, that you not have contact with any alleged victims, witnesses, or co-defendants, and that you not possess any weapons or any drugs without a valid prescription. Do you understand those conditions?
Yeah, I was wondering if I can just, because I already signed for 4 years, so I was wondering if I can just do that. Like,
I'm not sure I understand your question.
Just go and do my 4 years?
You want to go straight to DOC custody?
Yes.
Well, it's my understanding you haven't actually been sentenced yet. So I think I understand that you accepted a plea, but the court still has to impose a sentence, and that hasn't happened because you didn't appear at that hearing.
Okay.
So there is no pending sentence for you to start serving yet until the court imposes that sentence.
Okay.
Okay, any other questions?
No.
Okay, thank you very much. You can step back. Mako Mendez, if you would please work your way into the courtroom. Jason Hart, if you would work your way to the second chair, please. Can I have your name and date of birth, please?
My name is Mako Becerra Mendez. My date of birth is June 18, 1996.
Thank you very much, sir. You are here on 3 different matters. It looks like all 3 of them are warrants issued in different cases. The first one is a warrant issued by the Maricopa County Superior Court when you failed to appear at a comprehensive pretrial conference in an existing felony case involving being in possession of a means of transportation unlawfully. The second warrant was issued by the Maricopa County Probation Court when you failed to appear at a probation violation hearing in, it looks like, a case involving underlying allegations of drug and driving under the influence. In both of those 2 existing Maricopa County cases, you already have a lawyer assigned to you. That lawyer will continue to represent you in each of those cases. Your next court hearing in the 2 existing Maricopa County cases will be October 23rd at 8:30. It'll be in the Superior Court downtown. On each of those 2 Maricopa County warrants, you have a $3,500 secured appearance bond. So total of $7,000 on the 2 Maricopa County cases. The third and final matter you're here on appears to be a failure to appear warrant issued by the Pima County Superior Court in a felony drug case. I don't know whether or not you have a lawyer in the Pima County case. If you do, that lawyer will continue to represent you. If you don't, but you think you're entitled to one, a court-appointed lawyer will be appointed for you by the Pima County judge at your next court hearing. Your next hearing in the Pima County case will be an arraignment hearing October 20th. It'll be at 8:30 in the Pima County Superior Court. On that warrant, you have a $5,000 secured appearance bond. So your total bond for all 3 cases will be $12,000, all secured appearance. If you post that and you are released from custody, you cannot possess any weapons or drugs without a valid prescription, and you could not have contact with the alleged victim in the existing theft of a means of transportation case. Do you understand those conditions?
Yes, I do.
Okay, thank you, Mr. Mendez. You can step back and get your paperwork. Philip Dieter, if you would please work your way into the courtroom. Titus Billing, if you would please work your way to the second chair. Right here, sir. All right, can I have your name and date of birth, please?
Philip Dieter, 9/17/91.
Thank you, Mr. Dieter. You are here on allegations of new charges. The allegations against you are 1 count of theft of a means of transportation, which is a Class 3 felony, and 1 count of driving on a suspended license, which is a Class 1 misdemeanor. I did find probable cause to support those allegations, and I have appointed a public defender to represent you. Your next court hearings will be a status conference October 21st, and then you will have a preliminary hearing October 23rd. They will both be at 8:30 in the Superior Court downtown. On those allegations, you have a $15,000 secured appearance bond. If you post that bond and you are released from custody, you cannot have contact with any alleged victims or witnesses, and you could not possess any weapons or any drugs without a valid prescription. Do you understand those conditions?
Yes, Your Honor.
All right, thank you, sir. You can step back and get your paperwork. Jason Hart, if you would work your way into the courtroom, please. Michelle Gonzalez, if you would work your way to the second chair. Can I have your name and date of birth, please, sir?
Jason Hart, 2/18/1998.
Thank you, Mr. Hart. You are here on allegations of new charges. The allegations against you are 1 count of using an artifice with the intent to shoplift, that is a Class 4 felony, 1 count of resisting arrest, 1 count of drug paraphernalia possession, those are both Class 6 felonies, and 1 count of shoplifting, a Class 1 misdemeanor. I did find probable cause to support those allegations, and I've appointed a public defender to represent you. Your next court hearings will be a status conference October 21st and then a preliminary hearing October 23rd. They will both be at 8:30 in the Superior Court downtown. On those allegations, you have a $2,500 secured appearance bond. If you post that bond and you're released from custody, you cannot go back to the scene where the alleged event occurred.
This is fucking bullshit,
you also
lady.
cannot have any contact with witnesses. You can't have any weapons or drugs without a valid prescription.
So why are you putting me in jail for?
Well, you're already in jail, so I'm not responsible for that. Your actions and your arrest are. The reason that you have a bond is because of your criminal history and your past failures to appear in court. Any other questions, Mr. Hart?
Why, that's bullshit. I need to go to the...
All right, go ahead and step back to your left, sir. I'm not going to
to
accept that language in the courtroom. Titus Billing, if you would please work your way into the courtroom. Casey Begay, if you would please work your way to the second chair. Can I have your name and date of birth, please, sir?
Titus Billing, 12/21/82.
Thank you very much, Mr. Billing. You are here on 2 probation violation warrants. In both cases, petitions to revoke your probation allege that you have violated terms 3 and 15. I have appointed a lawyer to represent you in both cases. Your next court hearing in both of these cases will be a revocation arraignment hearing October 22nd at 8:30 in the probation court downtown. So 1 hearing date and time, but you'll have 2 cases heard on that date at that time. On these 2 warrants, you have a total secured appearance bond of $2,250. It is $1,500 on one of the warrants, $750 on the second. So again, total is $2,250. It is all secured appearance. If you post that and you are released, you cannot possess any weapons and you cannot consume any alcohol or drugs without a valid prescription. Do you understand those conditions?
Yes.
Okay, thank you, Mr. Billing. You can step back and get your paperwork. Michelle Gonzalez, if you would please work your way into the courtroom. Roland Kiley, if you would work your way to the second chair, please. Can I have your name and date of birth?
Michelle Renee Gonzalez, 12/30/60.
Thank you, Ms. Gonzalez. You are here on a probation violation warrant issued by the West Mesa Justice Court. The underlying allegation in that case looks like it was a misdemeanor driving under the influence matter. You are entitled to a court-appointed lawyer at a minimum for purposes of release conditions. If you don't have a lawyer in that case already, the West Mesa judge will appoint one for you at your next court hearing. That hearing is going to be an arraignment hearing October 20th. It will be at 8:30 in the morning in the West Mesa Justice Court. On that warrant, you have a $500 secured appearance bond. If you post that and you are released from custody, you cannot possess or consume any alcohol or drugs without a valid prescription. And if you don't have a valid driver's license and you're released from custody, you cannot operate a motor vehicle. Do you understand those conditions?
Yes, but I don't understand the release. So I don't get released till the 20th?
Well, you have a bond, so
Yeah.
if you post that bond, you will get out of custody, and then you would be responsible for getting yourself to your court hearing on the 20th at 8:30 in the West Mesa Court. If you do not post that bond, you will stay in custody at least until the 20th, but MCSO would transport you to that court hearing, and then what would happen at or after that hearing would be up to the West Mesa judge you see on that date.
Okay.
Okay, do you have any other questions?
No.
All right, thank you, Ms. Gonzalez. You can step back and get your paperwork. Casey Begay, if you would please work your way into the courtroom. Austin Black, if you would work your way to the second chair, please. Can I have your name and date of birth?
Casey Begay, 2/19/1987.
Thank you, Mr. Begay. You are here on a probation violation warrant. A petition to revoke your probation alleges that you have violated terms 3, 5, and 15 of your probation. I have appointed a lawyer to represent you in those probation proceedings. Your next court hearing will be a revocation arraignment hearing. It is scheduled for October 22nd. It will be at 8:30 and it'll be in the probation court downtown. On that warrant, you have a $500 secured appearance bond. If you post that and you are released from custody, you cannot possess any weapons or consume any alcohol or drugs without a valid prescription. Do you understand those conditions?
Yes, Your Honor.
Okay, thank you, Mr. Begay. You can step back and get your paperwork.
Thank you. Have a good day.
Thank you, sir. Roland Kiley, if you would please work your way into the courtroom. Antonio Cephas, if you would please work your way to the second chair. Can I have your name and date of birth, please, sir?
Roland Kiley, December 4th, 1987.
Thank you, Mr. Kiley. You are here on 2 probation violation warrants. In both cases, petitions to revoke your probation allege that you have violated terms 3, 5, and 15. I've appointed a lawyer to represent you in both cases. Your next court hearing in these 2 cases will be the same. It will be a revocation arraignment hearing, and it is scheduled for October 22nd at 8:30 in the probation court downtown. On these 2 warrants, you have a total secured appearance bond of $500. It is $350 on one of the warrants, $150 on the other. So total is $500, all secured appearance. If you post that and you're released from custody, you cannot possess any weapons or any drugs without a valid prescription. Do you understand those conditions?
Mm-hmm.
I'm sorry, I didn't hear you.
Yes.
Okay, thank you, Mr. Kiley. You can step back and get your paperwork. Austin Black, if you would please work your way into the courtroom. Brian Scheidler, if you would work your way to the second chair. Austin Black. Mr. Black?
Austin?
Right behind this podium, if you would, please. Can I have your name and date of birth?
Austin Black, 970.
Thank you, Mr. Black. You are here on allegations of new charges. The allegations against you are 1 count of dangerous drug possession, which is a Class 4 felony, and 1 count of drug paraphernalia possession, a Class 6 felony. I did find probable cause to support those allegations, and I've appointed a public defender to represent you. Your next court hearings will be a status conference October 30th, and then you will have a preliminary hearing November 3rd. They will both be at 8:30, and they will both be in the Superior Court downtown. I am inclined to release you to the supervision of pretrial services. That means you would get out of custody without having to post a bond. Upon your release, you would be responsible for getting yourself to both of your next court hearings. You would also be required upon release to contact pretrial services. You would get their contact information in a packet with your release paperwork, so you would want to keep that so that you could call them once you're out of custody. Upon release from custody, you would also be prohibited from possessing any drugs without a valid prescription. Do you understand all of those conditions, Mr. Black, and do you agree that you'll abide by them if you're released without a bond?
Yes.
Okay, thank you very much. You can step back and get your paperwork. Antonio Cephas, if you would work your way into the courtroom, please. Thomas Green, if you would please work your way to the second chair. Can I have your name and date of birth, please, sir?
Antonio Monroe Cephas, 1987.
I'm sorry, I didn't hear over the coughing. Can I have your date of birth again?
Oh, 1987.
What's the month and year?
August 30th.
I meant month and day. Okay, thank you very much. And your last name is Cephas?
Yes.
Okay, thank you, Mr. Cephas. You are here on a warrant issued by the Maryvale Justice Court for failing to comply with some court term or condition in a misdemeanor criminal trespassing case. Because the underlying allegation in that case is a misdemeanor, you're not entitled to a court-appointed lawyer. If you already have a lawyer in that case, that's fine. That lawyer can continue to work with you. But if you don't have one and you want one, you'll have to hire a lawyer to represent you.
Okay.
Your next court hearing in that case will be an arraignment hearing October 29th. It will be at 11 o'clock in the morning in the Maryvale Justice Court. I am intending to release you on your own recognizance, so you would get out of custody today. You wouldn't have to post a bond, but that means you would be responsible for getting yourself to that hearing October 29th at 11 o'clock in the Maryvale Justice Court. And upon release from custody, you would also be ordered not to possess any drugs without a valid prescription. Do you understand those conditions and agree that you'll abide by them if you're released without a bond?
Yes.
Okay, thank you, Mr. Cephas. You can step back and get your paperwork. Brian Scheidler, if you would please work your way into the courtroom. Johnny Gorterez, if you'd work your way to the second chair. Can I have your name and date of birth, please, sir?
Brian Scheidler, 10/31/67.
Thank you, Mr. Scheidler. You are here on a failure to appear warrant issued by the East Mesa Justice Court in a misdemeanor driving on a suspended license case. Because that underlying allegation is a misdemeanor offense, you're not entitled to a court-appointed lawyer. If you don't have a lawyer working with you in that case already, but you want one, you will have to hire a lawyer to represent you. Your next court hearing will be an arraignment hearing October 29th. It will be at 9 o'clock in the morning in the East Mesa Justice Court. I do intend to release you on your own recognizance on this warrant, so you would get out of custody without posting a bond.
Okay.
That means upon your release, you would be responsible for getting yourself to the East Mesa Justice Court October 29th at 9 o'clock in the morning. And once you're out of custody, you would not be permitted to operate a motor vehicle so long as you don't have a valid driver's license.
Okay.
Do you understand those conditions, and do you agree that you'll abide by them if you're released without a bond?
Yes, ma'am.
Okay, thank you, Mr. Scheidler. You can step back and get your paperwork.
Thank you.
Thomas Green, if you would please work your way into the courtroom. Latrese Walker, if you would work your way to the second chair, please. Can I have your name and date of birth, please, sir?
Thomas Maurice Green, December 1st, 1981.
Thank you, Mr. Green. You are here on allegations of new charges. The allegations against you are one count of dangerous drug possession, which is a Class 4 felony, and one count of drug paraphernalia possession, which is a Class 6 felony. I did find probable cause to support those allegations, and I have appointed a public defender to represent you. Your next court hearings will be a status conference October 30th, and then you will have a preliminary hearing November 3rd. They will both be at 8:30 in the Superior Court downtown. I do intend to release you on your own recognizance on these allegations, so you would get out of custody without having to post a bond. Upon your release from custody, you would be responsible for getting yourself to your hearings on October 30th and November 3rd, and you would not be permitted to possess any drugs without a valid prescription once out of custody. Do you understand those conditions, Mr. Green, and do you agree that you'll abide by them if you're released without a bond?
Yes, Your Honor.
Thank you very much. You can step back and get your paperwork. Johnny Gorterez, if you would work your way into the courtroom, please. Can I have your name and date of birth, please?
Johnny Cortez, 12/7/2000.
Thank you very much. You are here on an allegation of a new charge. That allegation is one count of disorderly conduct. It is a misdemeanor offense. Because it is a misdemeanor offense, you're not entitled to a court-appointed lawyer. That means if you want a lawyer to represent you against the misdemeanor allegation, you will have to hire a lawyer to defend you. Your next court hearing will be an arraignment hearing November 4th. It will be at 1:30 in the afternoon in the Surprise Municipal Court. I do intend to release you on your own recognizance, so you would get out of custody without having to post a bond. You would then be responsible for getting yourself to the Surprise Municipal Court on November 4th. You would not be allowed to initiate contact with any alleged witnesses or complainants, people that reported the underlying disorderly conduct allegation. You also could not possess any weapons, and you could not consume any alcohol or drugs without a valid prescription once out of custody. Do you understand all of those conditions, and do you agree that you'll abide by them if you're released without a bond?
Yes, ma'am.
Okay, thank you, sir. You can step back and get your paperwork. Latrez Walker, if you would please work your way into the courtroom. Can I have your name and date of birth, please, sir?
Latrez Walker, 3/31/2002.
Thank you very much, Mr. Walker. Okay, you are here on a warrant issued by the state of Ohio. It is a probation violation warrant. Because your warrant was issued by some state other than Arizona, your hearing is going to look a little bit different than everybody else who has already gone. I will go over with you what your two different choices are here today. I will give you an opportunity to ask any questions you have about those two choices, and at the end of your hearing, I'll ask you which choice you would like to make. I'm going to label them options 1 and option 2. They're not labeled that way on the card. It's just easier for me to keep track of them that way. Okay, your warrant was issued by the state of Ohio. Ohio has confirmed with Arizona two things. 1, that is a valid warrant, and 2, that they're willing to extradite you. So what that means is Ohio wants to come back, or wants to come here to Arizona and take you back to Ohio. Because that's the situation you're in, you have an option between two different choices to make. The first choice you can make is to waive your right to an extradition hearing here in Arizona and agree to go back to Ohio within 30 days. The second option is you demand to have an extradition hearing held here in Arizona before Ohio has a right to come here and take you back. If you pick that first option and you waive your right to an extradition hearing, you are not waiving any rights or defenses you have in the Ohio case. You are only waiving the right to a hearing here in Arizona as to the issue of extradition, and you're in essence agreeing that Ohio can come to Arizona and take you back. If you pick that option, you will stay in custody here in Maricopa County without bond for up to 30 days to give Ohio authorities an opportunity to come get you. That 30-day time clock would start ticking tomorrow, so tomorrow would be day 1, unless you have unresolved criminal charges pending anywhere in Arizona. If you have Arizona criminal charges, day 1 would not be until the day after your Arizona charges get resolved. So option 1, quick recap, you waive your right to an extradition hearing, you agree to go back to Ohio, you stay in custody without bond for up to 30 days. Your second option is to demand to have an extradition hearing here in Arizona. If you pick that option, I will set the extradition hearing for October 27th. It'll be at 1:30 in the afternoon in the Superior Court downtown. Extradition proceedings in Arizona are civil, not criminal. What that means is you would not be entitled to a court-appointed lawyer if you picked option 2 and had that hearing, but you do have the right to hire a lawyer to represent you if you pick that option and you want to be represented by a lawyer. Even if you pick option 2, you're not eligible for release on bond because it is a probation violation warrant, so you would still stay in custody here in Maricopa County without bond. The end of the extradition proceedings, if you pick option 2, is governor's warrants being signed by the governor of Arizona and the governor of Ohio. Once both governors sign a warrant, that's what authorizes Ohio to come to Arizona and what obligates Arizona to release you to Ohio. The process of getting a governor's warrant could take up to 90 days. So if you pick option 2, and we set that extradition hearing, you remain in custody for up to potentially 90 days while governor's warrants are sought. Do you understand the two different options?
Yes.
Do you have questions about either option?
No, not about the two options, but about something else.
Okay, go ahead and ask me your question. My answer very well might be I can't answer that, but we won't know unless you ask, so go ahead.
Okay, how do I avoid this happening to me in Arizona? Because I turned myself in back at home to come out here, and I don't understand how I get violated for it. So they you know.
Are you on probation in Arizona?
Yeah, but my probation officer knew that. Like, I turned myself in to...
Your Ohio probation officer?
Yeah.
So that very well might be a question for your lawyers and/or your probation officers. So the only information I have for purposes of this hearing is that Ohio warrant, and it looks like it was issued October 7th, so about 2 weeks-ish ago, a week-ish ago. I'm not very good with numbers.
Okay.
So on October 7th is when Ohio said you allegedly violated the terms of your probation. So I don't know what's going on in Ohio, and I don't know what the status of your Arizona probation is. So it could be something other than you're here. There could be some other condition that Ohio thinks that you didn't comply with other than being here, but I don't know that. If the only condition that Ohio is saying you violated is being in Arizona, but everybody knew that, what I would encourage you to do is, in trying to get back to the answer to your original question, is talk to your Arizona probation officer, assuming you have one, while you're still in custody if you can. Because I think it is relatively likely that at some point, whether it's in 30 days, 90 days, at some point you're going to end up back in Ohio. So I would say stay in contact with your Arizona probation officer. If you have a lawyer working with you in any Arizona cases, you could reach out to your lawyer too and say, hey, here's the situation. I got a warrant in Ohio. It looks like at some point I'm going to be back there. I want to make sure that I don't pick up a warrant in Arizona when I was involuntarily removed to Ohio. Hopefully your lawyer and or Arizona probation officer could help you avoid this situation happening there. Okay. Any other questions that I might be able to help you with?
No, thank you.
Okay. Now let's go back to the options. So I think you said yes, but do you understand what the two choices are? Okay. Which one would you like to pick?
One option.
You'd like to waive your right and go back? Okay. Because you're waiving a legal right that you're entitled to, I need to make a clear record of that. So I'm going to ask you some questions. The only thing I ask is that you answer them out loud instead of shaking or nodding your head, if you would, please. Okay. First question is, I see that you received it because I saw you put it on the table, but did you read the waiver of extradition paperwork on that big card?
Yes.
Do you understand that you do not have to sign the waiver of extradition paperwork?
Yes.
Do you understand that you have the right to pick option 2 and have an extradition hearing?
Yes.
Do you understand that if you picked option 2 and had that hearing, you would have the right to hire a lawyer to represent you in those proceedings?
Yes.
Do you understand that you have the right to demand that warrants are signed by the governor of Arizona and the governor of Ohio before you could be involuntarily returned to Ohio?
Yes.
Do you wish to give up those rights and sign the waiver of extradition paperwork?
I want to go option 1. I'm sorry.
That's option 1.
Okay, yes.
So all of these things that I'm going over are rights that you have if you pick option 2.
Okay.
So now my final question is, understanding those rights, do you wish to waive them and pick option 1?
Yes.
Okay. Has anybody threatened you or promised you anything to get you to sign the waiver paperwork?
No.
Have you had any drugs, alcohol, or medication in the last 24 hours that might affect your ability to waive a legal right?
No.
Okay, then I will find that you are knowingly, intelligently, and voluntarily signing the waiver of extradition paperwork. I do need you to sign that too, so unlike everybody else, I'll ask you to step to your right to sign that. Before I ask you to move to your right, though, do you have any final questions for me?
No.
Okay, thank you very much. If you'll step up to your right and sign that waiver paperwork.
Okay, thank you.
Okay, number 25 on the calendar, Jeffrey Maurice Oakes, date of birth 10/25/87, is not in the courtroom because he was unable to function in general population. He is here on 3 different matters. The first is allegations of new charges. Those allegations are 1 count of theft of a means of transportation, a class 3 felony, 1 count of burglary, a class 4 felony, 1 count of drug paraphernalia possession, a class 1 misdemeanor. The other 2 matters he's here on are allegations that those new charges violated term 1 of his probation. I did find probable cause to support the new allegations and the term 1 violations, and I've appointed a lawyer to defend him in all 3 cases. His next court hearings in the new case will be a status conference October 21st and then a preliminary hearing the 23rd, both at 8:30 in the Superior Court downtown. Next hearing in the probation matter will be a revocation arraignment October 22nd at 8:30. On the new case, he has a $5,000 secured appearance bond. On each of the probation matters, his bond is $500 for a total of $6,000, all secured appearance. If anything changes after I visit him cell side, the court's final orders regarding the conditions of his release will be reflected in his written release order.
Can you sign the application?
Oh, I'm sorry. Yes, I absolutely can. I was looking at you because I was wondering if I was the holdup, but I couldn't see your face. I'm sorry, Mr. Walker.
Is it working? Yeah, go ahead. And then go ahead and do it one more time.
He's like, oh, there's secret marriage. He's like, oh my God, you kidding me? I didn't do anything. I did it. He's like, and all this is kind of calm down. Like, no one wants to do anything that anyone else wants to do. The guy is a political guy.
You got it?
All right.
Okay, good evening. You may be seated. All right, good evening. I am Commissioner Elizabeth Campbell, and this is the 5 p.m. initial appearance calendar for October 15th, 2025. The court's orders for the taking of DNA and fingerprints that were given on the first calendar of this month shall apply to all matters on this calendar. Persons appearing before this court are reminded that they have the right to remain silent and that anything they say could be used against them. Most of you have qualified for a court-appointed attorney. If you have not qualified for a court-appointed attorney, or even if you have, you may retain an attorney at your own expense to represent you. I will be calling you up individually. When your name is called, please proceed to the podium. At the conclusion of your matter, officers will have paperwork for you. That paperwork will contain my complete orders in your case. It will also contain the dates, times, and locations of your future hearings. All right, we're going to go ahead and start this evening with Daniel Radke. And Giselle, do we have State on the line? Yes. Okay. All right. Good evening, counsel. So I'm going to ask him to state his name and then give us his date of birth, and then I'll let you make your appearance. All right?
Thank you.
All right, sir. Go ahead. State your name, please.
Daniel Spencer Radke.
And Mr. Radke, what is your date of birth?
May 11th, 1995.
Thank you. All right. And on behalf of the state, would you like to make your appearance, Ms. Gaunt? Giselle, could we make that better so I can hear her?
I think it's on her end, Commissioner.
Ms. Gaunt, could you restate that? You're coming through very garbled.
I can try, Your Honor. Brooke Gaunt on behalf of the state.
Thank you. That is so much better. All right. We are here this evening. I'm sorry, did you make your appearance?
No, Judge. Good evening. Mark Beller from the Weingart Law Firm on behalf of Mr. Radke, who's present in custody.
Perfect. Thank you so much. All right. We are here this evening because and I apologize. Did you say you were Mr. Weingart?
I'm Mr. Beller, both Marks, Judge Mark Beller, Mark Weingart, but I'm with the Weingart Law Firm.
Okay. All right. We are here this evening because Mr. Radke was arrested yesterday on charges of unlawful flight from law enforcement, a Class 5 felony, and reckless driving, a Class 2 misdemeanor. Ms. Gaunt, I am inclined to find probable cause on these charges, but would the state like to make any argument?
No, Your Honor, I believe that there's sufficient information in the Form 4 for the court to find probable cause.
Okay. And Mr. Beller?
We agree, Judge.
Okay. All right, so I'm going to go ahead and find probable cause. Based upon Mr. Beller's or I guess the Weingart Law Firm's notice of appearance, I see that you guys are appearing for the initial appearance only and have not entered a full notice of appearance. Is that correct?
Correct, Judge.
Okay. However, based upon the information that Mr. Radke provided to pretrial services, I am finding he is not indigent for purposes of appointing him an attorney. So I'm not appointing him an attorney this evening. Again, also noting your limited notice of appearance. All right. Ms. Gaunt, would state like to be heard on conditions of release?
Thank you, Your Honor. At this time, the state would not be opposed to a supervised release. Our understanding is that Mr. Radke doesn't appear to have any prior criminal history, and although there is probable cause for the fleeing from law enforcement in the vehicle, it doesn't appear that he engaged in an extensive chase with law enforcement or anything in that regards. So given that and that he has retained counsel, we don't feel that a bond is necessary. Thank you.
All right, and Mr. Beller?
Judge, we agree. We would ask for OR release. Mr. Radke's 30 years old. He's never had any contact with law enforcement before. He's been employed in the same industry for 10 years. He lives with his fiancée. They have a house. He has family here. Judge, obviously this is an unusual case. By my client's estimate, it took about a quarter mile, and he drove directly home. So there was no real attempt to evade. So we would ask for OR release, Judge.
All right, and having heard both arguments, I am inclined in this matter to do a supervised release. I am also going to require, in view of the allegations in the Form 4, that that Mr. Radke did at least display certain symptoms consistent with impairment. I am going to also order alcohol and drug testing. I'm going to go ahead and set hearings on October 30th at 8:30 and November 3rd at 8:30, both in the downtown Maricopa County Superior Court. As I mentioned, I am going to go ahead and, assuming he will agree to attend those. Will you agree to attend those?
Yes, Judge, he will.
Based upon his promise to appear, I'm going to go ahead and release him today on his own recognizance. However, I am also requiring that he register with pretrial services to include alcohol and drug testing. And one of the conditions consistent with that of his release is that he not consume alcohol. We should be able to go ahead and get those. I think we do need to get those reprinted, Giselle. We'll go ahead and get those reprinted. Mr. Beller, we're happy to give you a courtesy copy as well, okay?
Thank you, Judge.
All right. If you are welcome to meet further with your client, otherwise I'm going to ask him to step forward.
If we can have a quick moment.
Sure.
Thank you.
All right. Naomi Affable, please. Good evening, ma'am. All right, do we have counsel for Ms. Affable on the phone?
I did tell him to log off because he said he can't hear the live stream of the hearing.
Yeah.
So, but it looks like he's just staying there. Thank you, sir. So I don't know if you want to try and call him again.
Will you try to give him a call one more time? In just a moment, ma'am. We're trying to get in touch with your attorney.
You're on. Your Honor, I believe that he's on Teams. Although he may be having some problems with his audio, I'm not sure.
So I think with information that I'm getting is that we can see him on Teams, but we can't. Oh, there you are. Okay. Well, that is certainly a positive development. All right. Okay, counsel, you are Mr. Califano, is that correct?
I'm not getting any audio on this end.
The live stream is working.
Maybe if he could hang up and then try to reconnect.
Right. He's going to try and reconnect again.
Okay.
Karen, letting him in. And he's on.
All right, Mr. Califano, can you hear us now? Okay. All right, Mr. Califano. Oh.
I have his number if you want to call in on your phone.
Okay, do I just call him from here?
This is the voicemail for Chris Califano's cell phone.
Can you tell him to take his,
yes.
Let him know we're trying to call him.
This is the voicemail for Chris Califano's cell phone. I'm in. This is the voicemail. This is the voicemail for Chris.
Tell him I'm going to try.
He's grabbing his phone right now.
Okay. I was going to say, we're going to try one more time, and if not, we're going to move you to the end.
He's listed a phone number in the chat. I don't know if it's a different number than what court staff is using right now.
Yeah, it's the same number. We're trying to call him.
we're gonna move you to the end. We're gonna allow him to your attorney to attempt to get his, tech in order, and then we'll bring you back at the end, okay? So go ahead, have a seat, thank you. All right, Spencer Crane. And can you let Ms. Gaunt, Ms. Gaunt, can we email you when we get to the end of the docket, and we'll attempt Ms. Fable's matter again?
Yes, that's fine. Thank you.
Thank you. All right, sir, go ahead, state your name, please.
Spencer Crane,
And Mr. Crane, what is your date of birth?
July 17th, 1989.
Thank you. All right, sir, you are here this evening because the Maricopa County Superior Court issued a warrant for your arrest based upon allegations that you violated your probation in your case CR 2008-005-691. In that matter, I am appointing you an attorney, and I am setting hearings on October 22nd at 8:30 in the downtown Maricopa County Superior Court.
Can you say that date again? I'm sorry, I couldn't hear you.
It's okay. October 22nd at 8:30 in the downtown Maricopa County Superior Court. That information will be in your paperwork as well. Based upon that arrest warrant, I am holding you non-bondable in this probation violation matter. Go ahead, step left, authorize your paperwork. All right, Charles McAllister, please, and then April Mora Duran. All right, Mr. McAllister, go ahead, state your name, please.
Charles McAllister,
And Mr. McAllister, what is your date of birth?
6/24/90.
Thank you. All right, sir, you are here this evening because you were arrested earlier today on charges of possession of a weapon by a prohibited person. That's a Class 4 felony. I did find probable cause for that. I am appointing you an attorney. I am setting hearings on October 21st at 8:30 and October 23rd at 8:30, both in the downtown Maricopa County Superior Court. In your new matter, I am setting a secured appearance bond in the amount of $15,000. Now, you are also here because you are currently on probation in your case, CR 2022-148236. In that matter, I'm not appointing you an attorney because if you are eligible to have an attorney, one should already have been appointed for you. In view of this failure, in view of the step in the procedure you're at, this is a failure to appear arrest warrant. I am setting a hearing on October 22nd at 8:30 in the downtown Maricopa County Superior Court. Consistent with that failure to appear arrest warrant, I am setting a secured appearance bond in the amount of $2,000. In the event you are able to post your bonds and secure your release, I am reminding you, you are on probation, so you would need to contact your probation officer within 72 hours. All right, go ahead, step to left, authorize your paperwork. All right, April Mora Duran, please. All right, ma'am, go ahead, state your name, please.
April Mora Duran.
And Miss Mora Duran, what is your date of birth?
Hello?
All right, are we ready again? Yes. All right, can you go ahead and reprint number 4? All right, Gabriel Lopez Chavez, please, and then Thomas Hernandez Ortega. All right, sir, go ahead, state your name.
Gabriel Antonio Lopez Chavez,
And Mr. Lopez Chavez, what is your date of birth?
7/1901.
All right, sir, you are here this evening because the Maricopa County Superior Court has issued warrants for your arrest based upon allegations that you violated your probations in your cases CR 2025-103745 and CR 2025-110828. In both of those matters, I am appointing you an attorney, and in both of those matters, I am setting hearings on October 22nd at 8:30 in the downtown Maricopa County Superior Court. In your 25 matter ending 3745, I am, all right, and I'm sorry, I went a little quickly. Based upon the information in the Form 4, which alleges a term 1 and 8 violation of your probation, again, I am appointing you I am appointing you attorneys, and I am setting those hearings on October 22nd. And that Form 4 alleges violations of terms 1 and 8 in both of your probation cases. In both of your probation cases, I am setting secured appearance bonds in the amount of in your 3745 case, I am setting a secured appearance bond in the amount of $1,500. And in your 25 case ending 0828, I am setting a secured appearance bond in the amount of $500. In the event you are able to post that combined secured appearance bonds of $2,000, then you would need to contact your probation officer within 72 hours. All right, go ahead, step to the left, authorize your paperwork. All right, Thomas Hernandez Ortega, please, and then Marlene Cody. All right, sir, go ahead, state your name.
Thomas Hernandez Ortega,
And Mr. Hernandez Ortega, what is your date of birth?
12/1997.
Thank you. All right, sir, you are here this evening because the Maricopa County Superior Court issued a warrant for your arrest based upon allegations that you violated your probation in your case CR 2024-119113. In that matter, I am appointing you an attorney, and I am setting hearings on October 22nd at 8:30 in the downtown Maricopa County Superior Court. I'm also setting a secured appearance bond in the amount of $1,000. In the event you are able to post that bond and secure your release, I am reminding you, you are on probation, so you would need to contact your probation officer within 72 hours. All right, go ahead, step to the left, authorize your paperwork. Marlene Cody, please. And then Aaron Matthews. All right, go ahead, state your name.
Marlene Cody,
And Ms. Cody, what is your date of birth?
8/14/79.
Thank you. All right, ma'am. You are here this evening because Maricopa County Superior Court has issued warrants for your arrest based upon allegations that you violated your probations in your cases CR 2025-122-174 and CR 2025-000699 and CR 2024-100289. In each of those cases, I am appointing you an attorney, and in each of those cases, I am setting hearings on October 22nd at 8:30 in the downtown Maricopa County Superior Court. In your 25 case ending 2174, I am setting a secured appearance bond in the amount of $100. In your 25 case ending 0699, I am setting a secured appearance bond in the amount of $250. And finally, in your 24 case, I am setting a secured appearance bond in the amount of $750. In the event you are able to post your bonds and secure your release, you would need to contact your probation officer within 72 hours. All right, go ahead, step to the left, officer has your paperwork. Yes.
Yeah, I'll give you paperwork. I don't have any paperwork.
Sorry about that.
Yeah, I don't have any paperwork for.
We will get that right to you. All right, Aaron Matthews, please. All right, Mr. Matthews, go ahead, state your name.
Aaron Randall Matthews.
And Mr. Matthews, what is your date of birth?
April 20th, 1973.
All right, sir, you are here this evening because your new charges in PF 2025-140814, which are the charges of possession of narcotic drugs for sale, possession of dangerous drugs for sale, and possession of drug paraphernalia, would constitute an alleged Term 1 violation of your probation in CR 2025-111657. In the probation violation matter, I am appointing you an attorney, and I am setting hearings on October 22nd at 8:30 in the downtown Maricopa County Superior Court. I'm also setting a secured appearance bond in your probation matter in the amount of $750. Now, I understand that you are also being held on a bond on your new charges. In the event you are able to post your bond in this matter, in your probation matter, as well as the bond in your new charges, I am reminding you, you are on probation, so you would need to contact your probation officer within 72 hours.
What is the total of the bond, Your Honor? I guess I'm not understanding the total of the bond.
I'm sorry, what?
I'm not understanding the total of the bond.
So, based upon my review, you do have a bond. When you saw the commissioner in IA court on the 11th. There were some bonds, some secured appearance bonds on your new charges. There might have been on some of your existing cases as well. So basically, you're in custody today, not only on the probation violation matter in CR 2025-111657, but also on your other matters as well. So even if you were to post the bond in this matter, you would still be in custody on your other matters as well. Okay? All right. Go ahead. Officers should have your paperwork for you. All right. Jason Martin, please, and then Adam Chelsea. All right, sir, go ahead and state your name.
Jason Lawrence Martin,
And Mr. Martin, what is your date of birth?
9871.
Thank you. All right, sir, you are here this evening because a page 2 was filed in your matter alleging that your new charges, in CR 2025-016786, disorderly conduct and fighting, would constitute an alleged term 1 violation of your probation in CR 2024-120173, and also alleges a further term 15 violation of your 24 probation, which is failing to report to terrorists. In that matter, I am appointing you an attorney, and I am setting hearings on October 22nd at 8:30 in the downtown Maricopa County Superior Court. In your probation violation matter, I am setting a secured appearance bond in the amount of $1,500. In the event you are able to post that bond and secure your release, you would need to contact your probation officer within 72 hours. However, if you are in custody on other matters as well, even if you were to post your bond in this matter, you would still remain in custody.
Your Honor, may I ask a question?
Yes, sir.
When I was arrested in Scottsdale, which was just Sunday after I got out of Kingdom Hall, I wasn't told that it was fighting. I was told it was only disorderly conduct. And I also have court for this, which is, I guess, a violation until I prove innocent, on the 22nd of October. I was just wondering if there any way I could go to my original court in Scottsdale before I go to my felony court and explain myself to them.
So right now, the information, this is disorderly conduct fighting, is,
I wasn't fighting anyone.
okay, it's an alleged term 1 violation. So therefore, I am setting that October 22nd hearing at 8:30 in front of the downtown Maricopa County Superior Court. I have no control over those dates. So in the event that there are defenses that you think that you are able to raise, then I am appointing you an attorney in that matter, and you could talk to your attorney. Okay?
Okay, so I'll miss my court date in Scottsdale for the original charge.
So if you are still in custody, officers should be able to arrange for you to attend city court matters remotely. Okay?
Okay.
All right. Go ahead, step to the left. Officers have your paperwork. Adam Chelsea, please. All right, Mr. Chelsea, go ahead, state your name.
Adam Christopher Chesley,
I'm sorry. And Mr. Chesley, what is your date of birth?
February 10th, 1971.
Thank you. All right, sir, you are here this evening because the grand jury in Maricopa County issued a warrant for your arrest. Based upon allegations that on or about April 21st, 2025, you committed the offense of possession or use of narcotic drugs, a Class 4 felony, and that on or about April 21st of 2025, you committed the further offense of possession or use of drug paraphernalia, a Class 6 felony. In that matter, I am appointing you an attorney, and I am setting hearings on October 22nd at 8:30 in the downtown Maricopa County Superior Court. I'm also setting a secured appearance bond in your matter in the amount of $5,000.
I'm on pretrial services, for another matter, and I have court tomorrow.
Mhm.
I was told that I might be able to get, released on pretrial services on this matter.
So this grand jury arrest warrant does recommend a secured appearance bond in the amount of $5,000. Because grand juries have a lot more information than I do when they recommend these bond amounts. I'm usually inclined to go with the bond amount as the recommended bond amount as I am in this matter. Okay, so I'm going to go ahead and affirm that $5,000 secured appearance bond.
You're not going to release me on pretrial services.
Okay, well, if you are still...
I have a court in the morning.
Okay, if you are still in custody...
I don't have $5,000.
If you are still in custody, you will be transported to Maricopa County hearings, and officers should be able to arrange for you to appear remotely in municipal court and city court matters. All right? Go ahead, step to the left. Officers have your paperwork.
Oh my God.
All right, are we ready to try Naomi Affable's matter again?
You should be able to hear us now.
All right. Mr. Califano, can you hear us this time?
So he's on two different things.
Mm-hmm.
He should be able to hear us, but I muted him because he wasn't muted. So I'm not.
Try unmuting him.
Yeah, it's not muting that option.
Oh, sorry.
But you're muted.
Oh, Mr. Califano, do we have you?
He's muted on both.
Can you hear me?
Oh, we can hear you now.
Okay.
Can you hear us?
Yes, and can you hear me now?
Yes, I can hear you. Can you still hear
No, I
me?
lost audio. Let me try calling back.
Goodness.
Can you hear me?
Yes.
I can hear you. Can you hear me?
Mm-hmm. No, he's indicating he can't hear us, Your Honor.
All right. Will someone let him know that I'm going to try him back on the phone number that we have for him?
Try dialing 9 first.
Welcome to the audio conferencing center. Please enter a conference followed by pound.
This is the voicemail for...
To continue in English, press 1. Para español, presione 2.
This is the voicemail for Chris Califano's cell phone.
Is he in his office? Could we call his office? try again. I didn't tell him I had time though.
This is the voicemail.
All right, we're going to go to Alfonso Velasquez, and then we're going to try to come back. All right, sir, go ahead, state your name, please.
My name is Alfonso Velasquez,
And Mr. Velasquez, what is your date of birth?
March 26, 1990.
All right, sir, you are here because the Maricopa County Superior Court issued a warrant for your arrest based upon allegations that you violated your probation in your case CR 2022-136671. In that matter, I am appointing you an attorney, and I am setting hearings on October 22nd at 8:30 in the downtown Maricopa County Superior Court. I'm also setting a secured appearance bond in the amount of $500. In the event you are able to post your bond and secure your release, I am reminding you, because you are on probation, you would need to contact your probation officer within 72 hours. All right, go ahead, step to the left, officer has your paperwork. Oh, you know what? Does he have like silenced unknown numbers or something?
This is the voice.
Can you call into IA court? Can they transfer him in here?
Now me?
Hmm?
I don't know if he'll answer me. Let me try calling him.
Do you have a different number than I do?
No, I have the same number.
Okay.
Try my phone over here.
Yeah, I'm getting
Mm-hmm.
Welcome to the audio conferencing center. Please enter a conference ID followed by pound.
Here's the thing. I don't know why he can't hear us, so.
Mr. Califano, can you hear us now?
If you're the meeting organizer, press star now.
Okay, I'm gonna let him in. I
Okay.
mute him on his computer.
Well, if you do that, how are we going to hear him?
We're now joining the meeting.
Okay.
Okay.
Please wait for the leader to admit you to the meeting. You are now joining.
Mr. Califano, can you hear us now?
I can hear you fine. Can you hear me?
Yes, we're getting a lot of feedback.
Let me
try going.
No, that's better. Don't do anything. Stop. Don't change anything.
Okay, we're fine.
Okay.
Sorry, Judge.
No, I certainly want to be able to hear from everybody, but I also, need to minimize that reverberation, which makes it so hard. Okay. All right, Naomi Affable, please.
I really appreciate it, Judge. I'm sorry again.
All right, technology is our friend, but can also be very frustrating. All right, so Mr. Califano, here's what I'm going to do. I'm going to ask Ms. Affable, whose name I suspect I am mispronouncing, and she's going to correct me. I'm going to ask her to state her name and then her date of birth, after which I will let you make your appearance, and then I will get appearance from the state. I'm then going to read a victim's rights advisement, and then we will proceed from there. I am assuming, Ms. Gaunt, that we also have you available on Teams. Is that correct?
Yes, Your Honor.
Okay. All right. Ma'am, go ahead. State your name, please.
Noemi Pable, January 27, 1988.
And I'm sorry, could you restate your date of birth?
January 27, 1988.
Thank you. All right. And who do we have this evening on behalf of the state?
Brooke Gaunt on behalf of the state, Your Honor.
Thank you. And on behalf of Ms. Afable,
Good afternoon, Judge Chris Califano on behalf of Ms. Afable. I haven't had the opportunity to confer with Ms. Afable, but am I correct, Ms. Afable, you want representation by me today?
Yes, sir. Yes, attorney.
Okay.
all right. I'm going to now go ahead and read the victim's rights advisement because Mr. Califano, I understand that you have the victim present with you. If you are the victim of a crime with a case pending before this court, you are advised that you have rights under Arizona law that, among others, include the right to be treated with fairness, respect, and dignity, to a speedy trial, to be present at court proceedings, to choose whether or not to be interviewed by the defendant or the defendant's attorney, to be heard before the court makes a decision on release, negotiation of a plea, scheduling and sentencing, and to receive restitution from a person who is convicted of causing you loss. If you have not already been provided with a written statement of all victims' rights, please contact the Victim Services Division of the Prosecutor's Office. All right, Ms. Afable, you were arrested yesterday on charges of disorderly conduct involving weapons or dangerous instruments, a Class 6 felony, assault, a Class 1 misdemeanor, and disorderly conduct in the form of language or gestures. That's a Class 1 misdemeanor. Ms. Gaunt, based upon the information in the Form 4, I am inclined to find probable cause. But before, actually, I apologize. Before we get to that, I understand that there is a victim, and victim, would you like to make a statement? As my understanding is the victim was with Mr. Califano.
No, Judge. I was of the opinion that he was in some kind of a waiting room. The victim's father indicated that to me maybe an hour ago.
Oh, I'm sorry. We have no one here in the courtroom. We have a designated space for that, and there is nobody in that designated space.
I understand. I was informed something different, so I'm sorry.
Okay. All right. So, Ms. Gaunt, based upon the information in the Form 4, as I mentioned, I am inclined to find probable cause for the charges I read. Would you like to be heard on probable cause?
Your Honor, I agree with the court. I believe that there is enough information in the Form 4. Certainly, I think that law enforcement could have provided some additional facts, perhaps, but I do think that there is enough information there for the court to find probable cause.
All right. And Mr. Califano, would you like to be heard on probable cause?
Regarding probable cause, the defense disagrees. Specifically, that Form 4 seems very thin to the defense. Regarding specifically the probable cause for the misdemeanor disorderly conduct, it just has a conclusory statement that offensive words or gestures were used. Well, she's got a freedom of speech. It's got to be much more explicit than that to be tantamount to disorderly conduct given by a probable cause standard. So we'd ask the court to strike that charge.
All right. Having heard argument, having looked at the information in the Form 4, I am inclined to find probable cause, or I am going to go ahead and find probable cause on all of the 3 charges read. I must now go ahead and determine appropriate conditions of release. I have, just so everybody is aware, I've read the state's recommendation, and I have also read the Form 4, and we have a victim statement as well. Ms. Gaunt, would you like to be heard on release?
Thank you, Your Honor. As the court is aware, I did submit a written bond recommendation wherein I asked for a $10,000 secured appearance bond. That recommendation was made before the victim impact statement was received. Additionally, the state did ask for electronic monitoring. We would agree, it doesn't appear that Ms. Afable has any prior criminal history that I could find. We are concerned that there are allegations that a weapon was used. And we are also concerned, it's unclear from the Form 4 what her legal status in the United States is at this time. However, given the fact that the victim is indicating that he doesn't appear to be in fear from her, honestly, the state at this point would not object if the court intended to release her on the secured release, but we would still ask for the electronic monitoring, Your Honor.
All right, and Mr. Califano, would you like to be heard on release conditions?
Yes, please. Judge, we're asking for an OR release for the least onerous form of release in lieu thereof. There's a few things the court should know. First, this individual is legally in the United States. I've confirmed that with the victim's father, who contacted me. It was reiterated by the victim, and the victim contacted me after I read the victim's rights information to the victim. This young woman has no criminal history whatsoever. She has no prior failures to appear. She has, I understand the court in DV situations like this is likely apt to create some kind of order to prohibit contact. The defendant and the victim are recently married. They have no children in common. The father of the victim is named Rory Gruder. He's a pastor at the same church for 30 years. He has indicated that Miss Afable can live with him and his wife, so she has a place to live that is safe and secure. They don't use any drugs or alcohol. There's no drugs or alcohol alleged in this offense, to my knowledge. So she doesn't have to live with the victim if that's a concern for the court. So with all those things said, I would ask the court to release her on her own recognizance. And I don't think Ms. Afable has my phone number. Ms. Afable, if you could write it down, the court step provided to you, I would certainly appreciate it. So you can call me from the jail.
And I'm informed by the CA that your contact information, Mr. Califano, will be on her paperwork, so she will have that. All right, having heard argument from the state and from Mr. Califano, I'm going to go ahead and set two hearings in this matter. The first on October 30th at 8:30, and the next one on November 3rd at 8:30. I did notice from Mr. Califano's appearance that it is for purposes of the initial appearance only. I am going to, based upon the information I have regarding her finances, going to go ahead and appoint her an attorney this evening. Doesn't mean that you have to take a court-appointed attorney, and if you and Mr. Califano decide that you want to continue, you want him to continue to represent you, you can for sure do that, okay? And Mr. Califano can, is there anything, I didn't mean to step on your toes, Mr. Califano, is there anything you would like to add to that?
No, you didn't, Judge. I'd like you to give her my cell and ask her to keep calling if I don't pick up initially.
Okay. I'm sure we can write down your cell phone on her paperwork. It's already on your paperwork, we're told. Okay. All right, Ms. Califano, as I said, I am setting hearings on October 30th at 8:30 and November 3rd at 8:30. Having heard the arguments of both the state and your attorney, I am going to go ahead and release you to pretrial services. I am requiring electronic monitoring in this matter, which is fairly typical in my domestic violence release orders. All right, you are not to have any contact with the alleged victim. And I am so sorry, Giselle, we're going to have to, I need to update that. I understand Mr. or Ms. Afable or Mr. Califano, whoever is appropriate to ask that question to, that the alleged incident occurred at where Ms. Afable and her husband lived together. Is that correct?
That's my understanding, Judge, but I've got an address of where she's allowed to stay with the victim's parents.
Okay, Ms. Afable, did the incident, the alleged incident, did it occur where you and your husband lived together? Okay, so you may not return to the scene of the alleged crime. You may not initiate contact with the alleged victim. You may not have any physical contact with the alleged victim. You may not possess any weapons, no drugs without a prescription, and no alcohol. You're also going to need to obey any order of protection that may issue. Now, I am releasing you to pretrial services. That means that you will be subject to electronic monitoring in your matter. But you will also be responsible, you will not be in custody, so you will be responsible for attending your hearing dates. Again, it's October 30th at 8:30 and November 3rd at 8:30. That information will be in your paperwork, okay? All right, anything further from the state, Ms. Gaunt?
No, Your Honor, thank you.
Anything further from you, Mr. Califano?
I didn't get the victim statement. Can the court or the state email that to me when it's convenient?
Yeah, I think, Ms. Gaunt, can you provide that to Mr. Califano?
Yes, I can, Your Honor.
Thank you. All right, Ms. Fable, go ahead, step to left. Officers have your paperwork for you.
Thank you.
All right, thank you, sir. All right, Vanessa Wells, please. All right, Ms. Wells, go ahead, state your name, please.
Vanessa Wells.
And Ms. Wells, what is your date of birth?
6/10/1991.
Thank you. All right, ma'am. You are here because you were arrested earlier today on charges of aggravated assault, class 6 felony, and assault, a misdemeanor, a class 1 misdemeanor. I did find probable cause for those. That aggravated assault from the class 6 felony is because you slapped or allegedly slapped the police officer, okay? Just to be clear. The assault is, the class 1 misdemeanor is with regard to your alleged, it was described as scratching in the Form 4 of your spouse. I am finding probable cause for both of those. I am appointing you an attorney. I am setting hearings on October 30th at 8:30 and November 3rd at 8:30, both in the downtown Maricopa County Superior Court.
Can I say something? Sorry.
Yes, ma'am.
I do have am I going to be released? I have a newborn baby.
Okay. So I understand. So I did read the Form 4. I do see the notes. I also understand that this matter started as, or allegedly started as, an altercation between you and your spouse. Is that correct?
Yeah.
Okay.
I could leave the home or...
Okay. So, again, I'm setting a hearing on October 30th at 8:30 and November 3rd at 8:30. Will you go to those?
Yes.
Okay, then I'm going to go ahead and release you this evening to pretrial services. You do need to register with pretrial services. It's kind of challenging in these situations because my goal is to separate the parties that are in conflict with each other so that the conflict does not escalate, right? But your spouse, I don't know what the orders are in that case. So what I'm saying is you are not to initiate contact with the alleged victim, and you are not to initiate contact with any of the arresting officers. You are not to possess weapons, you are not to possess drugs, and you are not to consume any alcohol. I'm also ordering that you obey any terms of any order of protection that may issue, okay? Again, I don't know if one's been issued or not. I am giving you those 2 hearing dates on October 30th and November 3rd. If you don't go to them, a warrant may issue for your arrest. One of the things that pretrial services will do is they will call and they will remind you of your upcoming hearings, okay? All right, go ahead, step to the left, officers have your paperwork. Matthew Polo, please. And we do need to clear before Mr. Polo.
Yeah, she's taking my mom.
Perfect. All right, Mr. Polo, go ahead, state your name.
Matthew Polo.
All right, sir, you were here because the grand jury in Maricopa County issued a warrant for your arrest based upon allegations that on or about January 1st of 2013, you committed the following offenses. Sexual conduct with a minor, a class 2 felony, a second count of sexual conduct with a minor, also a class 2 felony. Public sexual indecency to a minor, a class 5 felony. Sexual conduct with a minor, another count, a class 2 felony, and a last and fourth count of sexual conduct with a minor, a class 2 felony. In that matter, I am appointing you an attorney, and I am setting a hearing on October 22nd at 8:30 in the downtown Maricopa County Superior Court. I am, pursuant to that grand jury arrest warrant, setting a cash-only appearance bond in the amount of $100,000. In the event you are able to post that bond and secure your release, you would be subject to certain release conditions, including electronic monitoring. You are not to have any contact with the alleged victim, and you are not to have any contact with minors. Do you have care or custody of any children?
No.
Okay. You are prohibited from accessing the internet except for school, work, and court purposes. You may not possess any weapons, no drugs without a valid prescription, and you may not possess or consume alcohol. All right, all that information is in your paperwork, which the officer should have for you. If you want to go ahead, step left.
Thank you, Your Honor.
All right, and is number 11, are we calling him, or are they calling us later? Oh, no, he's a house call here, right?
Yeah,
Sorry.
maybe the last, next to our house.
Thanks.
Okay.
All right, we are to our house calls. We have 2 house calls this evening. Our first house call is Rayshawn Justice. Mr. Justice's date of birth is September 2nd of 2003. Mr. Justice is before this court this evening because the Maricopa County Superior Court issued a warrant for his arrest in a direct complaint matter. That direct complaint alleges that on or about May 12th of 2023, he committed the offense of possession or use of dangerous drugs, a class 4 felony. In that matter, I am appointing him an attorney, and I am setting hearings on October 30th at 8:30 and November 3rd at 8:30, both in the downtown Maricopa County Superior Court. My intention is to release Mr. Justice on his own recognizance this evening. Our second house call is Nathaniel Noble. Mr. Noble's date of birth is May 1st of 1980. Mr. Noble is here because he was arrested earlier today on charges of possession of dangerous drugs, a class 4 felony, and possession of drug paraphernalia, a class 6 felony. I did find probable cause for both of those. I am appointing him an attorney. I am setting hearings on October 21st at 8:30 and October 23rd at 8:30, both in the downtown Maricopa County Superior Court. In Mr. Noble's case, I am setting a secured appearance bond in the amount of $750. If anything changes after I talk to Mr. Noble and Mr. Justice in the jail, I will update my written orders, and brings us to the end of our 5 p.m. initial appearance calendar. We're going to stand adjourned until 8.
Okay.
Yeah, so you might want to put him more into that.
I'll let Commissioner know, and then we'll move on.
Yeah, he's the first one right now. Yeah, not good.
All right.
All right, thank you. You may be seated. Will you move them to the bottom for me? All right, good evening. My name is Commissioner Elizabeth Campbell, and this is the 8 p.m. initial appearance calendar for October 15th, 2025. The court's orders for the taking of DNA and fingerprints that were given on the first calendar of this month shall apply to all matters on this calendar. Persons appearing before this court are reminded that they have the right to remain silent and that anything they say could be used against them. Most of you have qualified for a court-appointed attorney. If you have not qualified for a court-appointed attorney, or even if you have, you may retain an attorney at your own expense to represent you. I will be calling you up individually. When your name is called, please proceed to the podium. At the conclusion of your matter, officers will have paperwork for you. That paperwork will detail the dates, times, and locations of your future hearings. It will also contain my complete orders in your case. All right, we're going to start this evening with Rudy Sanchez, please, and then Justin Maldonado. Good evening, sir. All right, go ahead, state your name, please.
My name is Rudy Sanchez, Your Honor.
All right, sir. And Mr. Sanchez, what is your name? What is your date of birth?
September 29th, 05.
Thank you. All right, sir. You are here because you were arrested on charges of drive-by shooting, a Class 2 felony, aggravated assault, assault with a deadly weapon or dangerous instrument, a Class 2 felony, discharge of a firearm, a Class 3 felony, aggravated assault, serious physical injury, that's a Class 3 felony, aggravated assault, temporary disfigurement, a Class 4 felony, disorderly conduct with a weapon, a Class 6 felony, and discharging a firearm within city limits, a Class 6 felony. I did find probable cause for all of those. I am appointing you an attorney. I am setting hearings on October 21st at 8:30 and October 23rd at 8:30, both in the downtown Maricopa County Superior Court. In your matter, I am setting a cash-only appearance bond in the amount of $250,000. In the event you are able to post that bond and secure your release, you would be subject to certain pretrial release conditions, including electronic monitoring. You are not to have any contact with the alleged victim. You are not to possess any weapons. You are not to possess any drugs without a valid prescription, and you are not to possess or consume any alcohol. All right, do you have any questions?
No, Your Honor.
All right, go ahead, step to the left, officer. We'll have your paperwork for you. Justin Maldonado, please, and then Leroy Smalley.
Justin Israel Maldonado, August 23rd, 1993.
All right, sir, thank you so much. All right, you are here on two matters. You were arrested on charges of possession of drug paraphernalia, a Class 1 misdemeanor. Based upon the limited information that I have in front of me this evening, I'm not finding PC for the drug paraphernalia. However, you were also arrested, and I should go back. That doesn't mean that those charges are necessarily dismissed, and formal charges may nevertheless be filed for that misdemeanor violation. Now, you are also here because you were arrested on charges of taking the identity of another. That's a Class 4 felony. I did find probable cause for that. I am appointing you an attorney. I am setting hearings on October 21st at 8:30 and October 23rd at 8:30. In your matter, I am setting a secured appearance bond in the amount of $5,000. In the event you are able to post that bond and secure your release, you would be subject to certain pretrial release conditions, including electronic monitoring. You are not to have any contact with the alleged victim. You are not to possess any weapons. You are not to possess any drugs without a valid prescription. And you are not to possess or consume any alcohol. You are currently on probation, so in the event you are able to post your bond and secure your release, you would need to contact your probation officer within 72 hours.
I'm not going to be released either way, so I'm not worried about it.
Okay. All right, well, go ahead, step to left, officer. I have your paperwork for you. Leroy Smalley, please, and then Karina Bernal. Good evening, sir. Go ahead, state your name, please.
My name is Leroy Smalley,
All right, and Mr. Smalley, what is your date of birth?
31 July 52.
All right, sir, and you are here because the Maricopa County Superior Court issued a warrant for your arrest based upon allegations that you violated your probation in your case 2006-007871. In that matter, I am appointing you an attorney, and I am setting hearings on October 22nd at 8:30 in the downtown Maricopa County Superior Court. I'm also setting a secured appearance bond in the amount of $1,500. In the event you are able to post that bond and secure your release, I am reminding you, because you are on probation, you would need to contact your probation officer within 72 hours.
Yes, ma'am.
All right, go ahead, step to the left, officer, as your paperwork. All right, Karina Bernal, please, and then Ryan Richardson. All right, ma'am, go ahead, state your name, please.
Karina Bernadette Bernal,
And Ms. Bernal, what is your date of birth?
January 23rd, 2000.
All right, ma'am, you are here because the Maricopa County Superior Court issued a warrant for your arrest based upon allegations that you violated your probation in your case CR 2023-006273. In that matter, I am appointing you an attorney, and I'm setting hearings on October 22nd at 8:30 in downtown Maricopa County Superior Court. In that matter, I am setting a secured appearance bond in the amount of $1,500. In the event you are able to post that bond and secure your release, I am reminding you, you are on probation, so you would need to contact your probation officer within 72 hours. All right, go ahead, step to the left, officers have your paperwork. Ryan Richardson, please, and then Thomas Blom.
How you doing, ma'am?
I'm good. All right, sir, go ahead, state your name.
Ryan Richardson, date of birth is 07/05/94.
Thank you. All right, sir, you are here this evening because the Maricopa County Superior Court issued a warrant for your arrest based upon your failure to appear in your case CR 2023-001538. In that matter, I am not appointing you an attorney because if you are eligible to have an attorney appointed, one should already have been appointed for you. You can always retain an attorney at your own expense to represent you. I am setting hearings on October 21st at 8:30 and October 23rd at 8:30, both in the downtown Maricopa County Superior Court. In your matter, I am setting a secured appearance bond in the amount of $1,000. In the event that you are able to post that bond and secure your release.
Yeah, the only reason I missed court last time is the attorney gave me the wrong date. He gave me a Monday and he split my dates up. It's the only reason I missed court, because I went last time and I went again. It's the only reason I even missed court, ma'am.
Okay.
I have no intent to miss court.
Okay, so it's important that you go to your court dates. All right, I am, in the event you are able to set that, to post that $1,000 secured appearance bond and secure your release, your hearing dates are October 21st at 8:30 and October 23rd at 8:30. That information will be in your paperwork. All right, go ahead.
There's no chance that I could argue for a OR?
No, sir. In this instance, your failure to appear arrest warrant, which was issued on September 5th, recommends the amount of $1,000 in your case, and it looks to me, hold on.
But I won't miss that court again. I'll make sure I go. It was just a continuance. I already went once and he continued me. Otherwise, I would have already done the paperwork and finished the case out.
Hold on just a second.
Yes, ma'am.
Looks like you were released on your own recognizance on
Yes, ma'am.
August 2nd of 25 with the information that you were supposed to appear on August 18th. And then on August 18th, I'm sorry, my computer is very slow tonight, and I don't know why.
No problem, ma'am.
Looks like your matter was continued.
Yes, ma'am. Which I don't know why. I mean, I told them I would take the plea agreement, and they continued me.
And this warrant was issued when you failed to appear on September 5th, 2025.
Yeah, I've been trying to call and reset it up, but you have to do it by filling out the paperwork and then applying it to the court. And I've been trying to set that up.
Okay.
Yeah.
So at this point, I'm going to go ahead and leave that $1,000 secured appearance bond set. In the event you are still in custody, you will be transported. Okay? Go ahead, step to left. Officers have your paperwork for you. Thomas Blown, please. All right, sir, go ahead, state your name, please.
Thomas Frederick Bloom.
Bloom, okay, sorry about that. Give me just a second. Oh, okay. All right, sir, you are here on two matters. You are here because the Maricopa County Superior Court issued a warrant for your arrest based upon your failure to appear in your case, CR 2024-132722. In that matter, I'm not appointing you an attorney because if you are eligible to have an attorney appointed, one should already have been appointed for you. You can always retain an attorney at your own expense to represent you. I am setting a secured appearance bond in that matter in the amount of $2,500. Now, you are also here because the Maricopa County Superior Court issued a second warrant for your arrest. This one is in a direct complaint matter. That direct complaint alleges that on or about October 1st of 2024, you committed the offense of possession or use of dangerous drugs, a Class 4 felony. In that matter, I am appointing you an attorney, and I am setting hearings on October 21st at 8:30 and October 23rd at 8:30, both in the downtown Maricopa County Superior Court. I'm also setting a cash-only appearance bond in that matter in the amount of $250. Now, I will note that based upon my review of your information, you are in custody, in DOC custody, on another matter. So even if you were to post these bonds, you would still remain in custody. All right, go ahead. Step to left. Officer has your paperwork for you.
Thank you, Your Honor.
Thank you, sir. All right. Vincent Tatsoni, please. And then Edward White. All right, sir, go ahead, state your name for me.
Vincent Paul Tatsoni.
And Mr. Tatsoni, what is your date of birth?
10/26/2003.
All right, sir, you are here because the Maricopa County Superior Court issued a warrant for your arrest based upon allegations that you violated your probation in your case, CR 2024-135834. In that matter, I am appointing you an attorney, and I am setting hearings on October 22nd at 8:30 in the downtown Maricopa County Superior Court. I'm also setting a secured appearance bond pursuant to that arrest warrant in the amount of $1,500. However, my review of your information is that you are in custody on another matter. Is that correct?
Yes.
So even if you were to post this $1,500 secured appearance bond, you would still remain in DOC custody. All right. Go ahead. Step to left. Officers have your paperwork. All right. Edward White, please, and then Victoria Keefe. All right, Mr. White, go ahead, state your name, please.
Edward White,
Mr. White, what is your date of birth?
5/8/93.
All right, sir, you are here this evening on 3 matters, and we're going to go matter by matter. Okay, the Maricopa County Superior Court issued a warrant for your arrest for failure to appear in your matter CR 2025-120003. In that matter, I'm not appointing you an attorney because if you are eligible to have an attorney appointed, one should already have been appointed for you. You can always retain an attorney at your own expense to represent you. I am setting hearings on October 21st at 8:30 and October 23rd at 8:30, both in the downtown Maricopa County Superior Court. In your 25 matter, I am setting a secured appearance bond in the amount of $500. Now, you are also here because the Maricopa County Superior Court issued a warrant for your arrest based upon allegations that you failed to comply with your probations in your cases CR 2024-133378 and CR 2023-146483. In both of those matters, I am appointing you an attorney, and in both of those matters, I am setting hearings on October 22nd at 8:30 in the downtown Maricopa County Superior Court. In your 24 matter, I am setting a secured appearance bond in the amount of $250. In your 23 matter, I am setting a secured appearance bond in the amount of $500. In the event you are able to post your bonds and secure your release, I am reminding you, because you are on probation, you would need to contact your probation officer within 72 hours. All right, go ahead, step the last officer has your paperwork. Victoria Keefe, please, and then Ecstasy Taylor. All right, go ahead, state your name.
Victoria Keefe.
And Ms. Keefe, what is your date of birth?
10/7/93.
All right, ma'am. You are here this evening on 2 matters. We're going to go matter by matter. So on your first case, Maricopa County Superior Court issued a warrant for your arrest for failure to appear in your matter CR 2023-133978. In that matter, if you were entitled to have an attorney appointed, one should already have been appointed for you. But you can always retain an attorney at your own expense to represent you. I am setting hearings on October 21st at 8:30 and October 23rd at 8:30, both in the downtown Maricopa County Superior Court.
Okay.
In your 23 matter, I am setting a secured appearance bond in the amount of $500. Now, you are also here because the Maricopa County Superior Court issued a second warrant for your failure to appear in your matter CR 2024-145565. In that matter, again, I'm not appointing an attorney for you this evening because if you are eligible to have an attorney appointed, one should already have been appointed for you. Again, you can always retain an attorney at your own expense to represent you. I am setting hearings on October 21st at 8:30 and October 23rd at 8:30, both in the downtown Maricopa County Superior Court. In your 24 case, I am setting a secured appearance bond in the amount of $500. All right.
Is there a possibility for OR?
So,
I've been working so much on myself, and the reason that court was missed is the lawyer that I have appointed by you guys currently had told me not to go to it. I was in inpatient rehab when that happened, and she's been very rude, and I don't know how to change her, and it's been very frustrating.
So it does, so you were...
And I know it's been like the second time you guys did it, but it's been something that I didn't just ignore. I've been having problems with the lawyer that I currently have, and I don't know how to go about that.
Okay. So you were seen in initial appearance court on in February of 25.
Yes, ma'am.
And then you were given dates.
Yes. And I was in a Via Maria rehab I put myself in.
Okay.
And I've been having so many issues with this lawyer, and I don't know how to switch her or what to do about it.
Okay. And then you failed to appear at your court hearing on February 20th.
Yes.
And so, and then it looks like a motion to quash was filed.
Yep, and
the warrant, motion to quash was filed, and then it looks like it was going to be heard.
Yeah, she told me not to go, and that's when I was in
and
the
on March
rehab.
13th, you did not appear,
and
as a result, these two warrants that we just talked about were affirmed.
Yeah.
So in view of the fact that the court has affirmed both of these warrants, I'm going to leave them set. Okay?
Please.
It is your responsibility to go to your hearing.
I know it is, and I was told not to, and that's the issue. And then when I've been trying to get in contact with her, like, she's been very rude to me, and I don't know how to switch her or anything, and I don't want to lose my job and all the work that I've accomplished.
Okay. And I can certainly appreciate that, ma'am, but based on the information that I have in front of me that's documented in your case, I'm going to go ahead and leave those two warrants set. All right, go ahead, step to the left, officer has your paperwork. All right, Ecstasy Taylor, please, and then Ian Baptisto.
Thank you.
All right, Ms. Taylor, go ahead, state your name.
Ecstasy Monique Taylor.
And Ms. Taylor, what is your date of birth?
12/18/97.
Thank you. All right, ma'am, you are here on two matters. We're going to go ahead and go matter by matter. So let's talk about your first one first. Maricopa County Superior Court issued a warrant for your arrest based upon your failure to appear in your matter CR 2022-006239. In that matter, I'm not appointing you an attorney because if you were eligible to have an attorney appointed, one should already have been appointed for you. You can always retain an attorney at your own expense to represent you. I am setting hearings on October 22nd at 8:30 in the downtown Maricopa County Superior Court. I'm also setting a secured appearance bond in this case in the amount of $250. Now, you are also here because the Maricopa County Superior Court issued a second warrant for your failure to appear. This one in your case, CR 2022-143181. In that matter, again, I'm not appointing you an attorney because if you were eligible to have an attorney appointed, one should already have been appointed for you. You can always retain an attorney at your own expense to represent you.
Yes, ma'am.
All right, I am setting hearings on October 22nd at 8:30 in the downtown Maricopa County Superior Court. And in the second matter, I'm also setting a secured appearance bond in the amount of $250. Now, in the event you are able to post both your bonds and secure your release, you are on probation, so you would need to contact your probation officer within 72 hours.
Okay.
Yes, ma'am.
So, ma'am, the day that I had court, I was in the hospital because they had found me in an apartment. A lady had called the cops, and they arrested the man and stuff that kidnapped me, I guess. I don't remember anything, but I was in the hospital for like a week straight, and then they like made an arrest and everything, like it's a whole case. So the day I had court, I was in the hospital like with my mouth shut. So, like I couldn't really like open my mouth as much. So they had me like under anesthesia. And it's all like it's all in the system and everything. Like they made an arrest and all that stuff.
Okay, so it looks like to me that you were seen in initial appearance court on September 2nd. On September 2nd, a secured appearance bond was set in your case. And then on September 12th, on September 8th, you were present.
Mm-hmm.
Requesting and continuance was granted, but then you did not show up for a hearing on
this one, right? Yeah.
Well, October 6th. And a bench warrant was issued.
Yeah. I was in the hospital that day, ma'am.
Okay. All right, well, in this matter, I'm going to go ahead and leave those two bonds set. It's a combined amount of $500 secured, so if you're able to post that, you would be able to secure your release. Otherwise, if you are still in custody on October 22nd, you'll be transported for that, okay?
Okay.
All right, go ahead, step
Thank
left.
you.
Ian Baptisto, please, and then Justin Beachy.
Ian Baptisto, 10/27/1992.
Thank you, sir. All right, you are here because the Maricopa County Superior Court issued a warrant for your arrest based on allegations that you violated your probation in your case CR 2023-134409. In that matter, I am appointing you an attorney, and I am setting hearings on October 22nd at 8:30 in the downtown Maricopa County Superior Court. I'm also setting a secured appearance bond in the amount of $500. In the event you are able to post that bond and secure your release, I am reminding you need to contact your probation officer within 24 hours because you're on intensive probation services. All right, go ahead, step to the left. Justin Beachy, please, and then Darian Royal Glenn. Good evening, sir.
Hi,
Go ahead, state your name.
Justin Beachy,
And Mr. Beachy, what is your date of birth?
12389.
All right, sir. All right, you are here this evening because the Maricopa County Superior Court issued a warrant for your arrest based upon your failure to appear in your matter CR 2024-007608. In that matter, I am not appointing you an attorney because if you are eligible to have an attorney appointed, one should already have been appointed for you. You can always retain an attorney at your own expense to represent you. I am setting a hearing in this matter in the amount of $500. However, my review of your matters is that you are in DOC custody on a different matter. So I wanted to let you know that even if you were to post this $500 secured appearance bond, you're still in DOC custody. All right, go ahead, step to the left, officer has your paperwork. Darian Royal Glenn, please. And then John Petticord. Good evening, sir. Go ahead, state your name.
Darian Royal Glenn,
And Mr. Royal Glenn, what is your date of birth?
7/31/02.
Thank you, sir. All right, you are here this evening because the Maricopa County Superior Court issued a warrant for your arrest based upon your failure to appear in your matter, CR 2021-112162. In that matter, I'm not appointing you an attorney because if you were eligible to have an attorney appointed, one should already have been appointed for you. You can always retain an attorney at your own expense to represent you. I am setting hearings on October 21st at 8:30 and October 23rd at 8:30, both in the downtown Maricopa County Superior Court. Pursuant to that arrest warrant, I'm setting a secured appearance bond in the amount of $500. However, my review of your matter is that you are currently in DOC custody on a different matter. So even if you were to post that bond and secure your release, you would still be in custody.
If I pay that 500, will I get to go back to prison?
No. I honestly don't know the answer to that. You could talk to your lawyer about that. You can ask officers, they might know that, but you're going to have to be, or you're going to need to be available to go to court on the 21st for your status conference, and then the 23rd for your preliminary hearing in this matter.
Can I go back after those court dates?
So you can ask the judge when you see her on the 21st, okay? All right, so we need to reprint that. Sorry about that, and we will get that to you.
Cool. Thank you. Have a good day.
Thank you, sir.
I'll bring the paperwork too.
All right, John Petticord, please, and then Claudia Almeida. Good evening, sir. Go ahead, state your name, please.
John Petticord,
And Mr. Petticord, what is your date of birth?
6/30/88.
Thank you. All right, you are here this evening based upon a warrant issued by the Maricopa County Superior Court based upon allegations that you violated your probation in your case CR 2023-1329. 938. In that matter, I am appointing you an attorney, and I am setting hearings on October 22nd at 8:30 in the downtown Maricopa County Superior Court. I'm also setting a secured appearance bond in the amount of $500. In the event you are able to post that bond and secure your release, I am reminding you, you are on probation, so you would need to contact your probation officer within 72 hours.
Okay.
All right, go ahead. Yes, sir.
And the whole thing about that, I just barely got out of rehab for being on drugs and everything, and I took care of that, and then I got out and went and got a job and everything, and this is gonna mess up with me because I just barely started working, and it's gonna mess up with me. It's gonna make me lose my job and everything, and that's all my money that I can make.
Okay. And sir, I understand that. And I mean, the first thing is getting sober is the most important thing you can do for yourself. It's the most important thing you can do for everybody around you. However, I'm also looking at so I congratulate you on getting sober. I'm also looking at the petition to revoke your probation, which was filed on September 30th. And it alleges lengthy violations of terms 3, 4, 7, and 12. So there's a lot going on here. There's a lot that it sounds like you're on the road to getting what you need to get taken care of, but there's some other stuff you need to get taken care of. So I'm going to leave that $500 secured appearance bond set to make sure you show up to those court dates, okay? All right, go ahead, step to the left, officer has your paperwork. Claudia Almeida, please, and then Nicole Wern. All right, ma'am, go ahead, state your name.
Claudia Almeida.
And Ms. Almeida, what is your date of birth?
7/28/93.
All right, ma'am. You have two matters before me this evening, so we're going to go ahead and go matter by matter. Okay. In your first one, Maricopa County Superior Court issued a warrant for your arrest based upon your failure to appear in your matter CR 2024-137178. In that matter, I am not appointing you an attorney because if you were eligible to have an attorney appointed, one should already have been appointed for you. You can always retain an attorney at your own expense to represent you. I am setting a hearing on October 21st at 8:30 in the downtown Maricopa County Superior Court. I'm also setting a secured appearance bond in this 24 matter in the amount of $250. Now, you are also here because the Maricopa County Superior Court issued a second warrant for your arrest for failure to appear. This one in your matter, CR 2025-101468. In that matter, once again, I am not appointing you an attorney because if you are eligible to have an attorney appointed, one should already have been appointed for you. You can always retain an attorney at your own expense to represent you. Karina, we're going to need to reprint that. Sorry about that, lady. I am setting hearings on October 21st at 8:30 in the downtown Maricopa County Superior Court, and in your 25 case, I am setting a secured appearance bond in the amount of $250. In the event you are able to post those bonds and secure your release, I am reminding you need to go to your hearings. All right, officer is going to get your paperwork. All right, Nicole Wern, please, and then Lori Macias. All right, Ms. Wern, go ahead, state your name, please.
Nicole Wern.
And Ms. Wern, what is your date of birth?
March 4th, 1993.
Thank you. All right, ma'am. You are here this evening on two matters, and they are both probation violation matters. All right, so you are here because the Maricopa County Superior Court issued warrants for your arrest based upon allegations that you violated your probation. In your cases, CR 2021-006129, and your case CR 2024-134441. In both of those matters, I am appointing you an attorney, and in both of those matters, I am setting hearings on October 22nd at 8:30 in the downtown Maricopa County Superior Court. In your 21 case, I am setting a secured appearance bond in the amount of $250. And in your 24 case, I am also setting a secured appearance bond in the amount of $250. In the event you are able to post your bonds and secure your release, I am reminding you, because you are on probation, you would need to contact your probation officer within 72 hours. All right, go ahead, step to the left, officer has your paperwork. All right, Lori Macias, please, and then Eric Barrios. All right, ma'am, go ahead, state your name, please.
Lori Macias.
And Ms. Macias, what is your date of birth?
10/8/86.
All right, ma'am, you are here this evening because the Maricopa County Superior Court issued warrants for your arrest based upon allegations that you violated your probation in your cases CR 2025-119163 and CR 2024-132347. In both of those cases, I am appointing you an attorney, and in both of those cases, I am setting hearings on October 22nd at 8:30 in the downtown Maricopa County Superior Court. In your 25 case, I am setting a secured appearance bond in the amount of $100. In your 24 case, I am setting a secured appearance bond in the amount of $150. In the event you are able to post your bonds and secure your release, I am reminding you, you are on probation, so you would need to contact your probation officer within 72 hours. All right, go ahead, step to the left, officer has your paperwork. All right, Eric Barrios, please. All right, sir, go ahead, state your name.
My name, Eric Richard Barrios,
And Mr. Barrios, what is your date of birth?
2/7/1983.
All right, sir, you're here because the Maricopa County Superior Court issued a warrant for your arrest because you failed to appear in your matter CR 2024-129446. In that matter, I'm not appointing you an attorney because if you were eligible to have an attorney appointed, one should already have been appointed for you. You can always retain an attorney at your own expense to represent you. I am setting hearings on October 22nd at 8:30 in the downtown Maricopa County Superior Court. I'm also setting a $50 cash-only appearance bond in your matter. However, my review of your information is that you're currently in DOC custody on a different matter. So even if you were to post this bond, you would still remain in custody on your other matter.
Yes, ma'am.
All right, go ahead, step to the left. Officers have your paperwork. All right. Was Gregory Bullock able to join us?
Yes.
All right, let's go to him. All right, sir, go ahead, state your name.
Gregory Paul Bullock,
And Mr. Bullock, what is your date of birth?
4/7/1968.
Thank you. All right, sir. You are here this evening because the Maricopa County Superior Court issued a warrant for your arrest. Give me just a second. In a direct complaint matter. That direct complaint alleges that on or about July 9th of 2025, you committed the offense of possession or use of narcotic drugs, a Class 4 felony, and that on or about July 9th of 2025, you committed the additional offense of possession or use of drug paraphernalia, a Class 6 felony. I am appointing you an attorney in that matter, and I'm setting 3 hearings in your case. The first one on October 21st at 8:30, the next one on October 23rd at 8:30, and the last one on October 23rd at 1:30 p.m. All of those will be in the downtown Maricopa County Superior Court. Because you were on release in your 24 case, that's your case CR 2024-118858 on the date of offense for these July 25 charges, I am holding you non-bondable on the direct complaint matter. All right, go ahead. Officers will have your paperwork for you.
Okay. Can I speak?
Yes, sir.
On the non-bondable thing, I've been going to court for over a year and a half, and I make all my court appearances. I have a house and 2 dogs, and I just want to get this stuff secured before I have to deal with this other stuff. I will go to court. I've showed up every court date so far. I mean.
And I understand having other obligations and other responsibilities. However, I'm legally obligated to hold you non-bondable. I don't have discretion.
Who does?
You can talk to the judge. You're going to see a judge again on the 21st, and you can talk to that judge about it. But because you were on release in your 24 case, at the time of commission or alleged commission of these July 9th, 2025 charges, I'm obligated to hold you non-bondable.
Am I going back to the same judge, Don?
I don't know who you'll be in front of.
Okay.
All right. Officers will have your paperwork for you.
Thank you.
Thank you. All right, and we need to clear before the next one. All right, we do have 2 house calls this evening. Our first house call is Nicole Antala. Ms. Antala's date of birth is April 15th of 1974. Ms. Antala is here this evening because she was charged, or she was arrested earlier today on charges of assault, Class 1 misdemeanor, resisting arrest, a Class 1 misdemeanor. I did find probable cause for both of those. I am appointing her an attorney, and I am setting hearings on October 20th at 8:30 in the downtown Maricopa County Superior Court. I'm also setting a secured appearance bond in the amount of $500. Our next house call is Marquise Matthews. Mr. Matthews' date of birth is November 16th of 95. Mr. Matthews is here on 2 matters. His first matter are his new charges for aggravated assault, a Class 4 felony, and disorderly conduct fighting, a Class 1 misdemeanor. I did find probable cause for both of those. I am appointing him an attorney. I am setting hearings on October 21st at 8:30 and October 23rd at 8:30, both in the downtown Maricopa County Superior Court. Mr. Matthews is also here because his new charges would constitute an alleged Term 1 violation of his existing probation, in his case CR 2019-107-848. In that matter, I am also appointing him an attorney, and I am setting hearings on October 22nd at 8:30 in the downtown Maricopa County Superior Court. I'm also setting a secured appearance bond in the amount of $5,000. In the event that anything changes after I talk to Ms. Antala or Mr. Matthews, I will update my written orders in those cases. All right, and that brings us to our last matter this evening. Ada Chavez, please. Good evening, ma'am. Go ahead, state your name.
My name is Ada Priscila Chavez.
And Ms. Chavez, what is your date of birth?
5/31/1986.
All right, ma'am. You are here because you were arrested earlier today on charges of aggravated assault, Class 4 felony. I am appointing you an attorney. I am setting hearings on October 21st at 8:30 and October 23rd at 8:30. Both of those are in the downtown Maricopa County Superior Court. In your matter, I am setting a secured appearance bond in the amount of $3,500. In the event you are able to post that bond and secure your release, you are not to have contact with the alleged victim. You're not to possess any weapons, not to possess any drugs without a valid prescription. You're not to possess or consume any alcohol. Now, I understand that you are the mother of the alleged victim, correct?
Yeah, yes, Your Honor. We don't live in the same home.
Okay.
I was going to ask you, can I say something or not yet?
Yes, and so so you don't live in the same
No, my
home?
address is
My address is 230.
So it's public and you probably don't wanna,
Okay, yeah, I don't, you're right, because I'm, okay.
Right.
Well, my two oldest sons, my son and my oldest daughter, they live with my mother, because she has custody of them.
Okay.
And I have custody of my two youngest kids.
Okay.
I have a 12-week baby and I have a 5-year-old. I was, see if I could please get released. I just had a C-section almost 13 weeks ago. I have custody of my daughter. Like I'm with my kids. I don't fail to appear. I just started my own business. I started my new business with my wing. It's called Ace of Wings. It's a new business and I have my family, like my sister and people helping me with it. But with my daughter, I just please, Your Honor, I beg you to please, I promise I'll come. I will not. I don't have the money right now just because I have a lot of things going on. I'm a single parent of 4 kids, but I take care of 2 kids on my own, my 12-week baby and my 5-year-old. I also help my mother financially. Like I help my mother, I go every day in the morning to her house. If I get released, I promise I will not go there. I will not help her as far as, I usually go there to help her. I get all the kids ready, dressed. I wake them up, dress, do lunches for some of them because some of them, one of my nephews, they go to autistic.
So I'm gonna back up. So the alleged victim lives with your mother, correct?
Yes.
Okay. Where did the alleged crime occur?
It happened at my mother's house.
At your mother's. Okay, so I'm gonna say, don't go back to where that happened, okay?
Please.
Because
my daughter, please, I breastfeed her. I promise I will not. I will come. I will not.
And ma'am, I understand
Please,
that,
Your Honor.
but because of the injuries to the child's arm, I think the 14-year-old's arm, I think that a bond is appropriate in this case. And I'm going to go ahead. I'm going to leave that bond set.
Can you set it for something smaller, Your Honor? Please.
No, I gave it a good bit of thought. I really did, and I did review the state's recommendation.
Ma'am, I'm the one that called the police because he hit me. My son is the one that hit me. I took his phone because he was being real mouthy. He didn't want to go to school.
Okay.
I took his phone, and when I took his phone, he attacked me.
Okay, and
everything's on there. I did not hurt my son. I did not hit my son.
I appreciate that there can be 2 sides to any story, all right, but there were documented injuries to your son's arm. All right, and because your child is 14, that's why it's a class 4 felony, okay?
Okay.
All right, in view of the serious nature of the charges and in order to help protect that victim, I'm going to go ahead and leave that bond set at $3,500, all right? We did need to reprint it. If you want to go ahead and sit for just a second, we'll get your paperwork for you.
Okay.
Thank you. All right, and that brings us to the end of our 8 p.m. initial appearance calendar, and we are going to go ahead and stand adjourned until 11.
Good evening, everyone. Please have a seat. Can you hear me? Everybody hear me? Okay. This is the 15th day of the month. On the first day of the month, orders read onto the record that affect all of you regarding DNA and fingerprinting. In just a moment, I'm going to call you up to the podium one at a time. When you get to the podium, I need your name. I'll tell you the charges you're here on. I'll appoint most of you an attorney. I'll set your next hearing date, give you a location. I'll set your general release conditions. All of you will have general release conditions. They are as follows. Do not make contact with the arresting officers. Do not possess any drugs without a valid prescription. Do not drive a motor vehicle without a valid license. Keep us informed as to where you're living. If you're on probation, you'll be ordered to contact your probation officer. If the charges you're being seen here today indicate there may be an alleged victim, I'll order you to stay away from the alleged victim and not return to the scene of the alleged crime. At the end of the hearing, one of these two fine officers will hand it all to you in writing. When you have a moment, read it over again. Thank you, ladies and gentlemen. Charles Hammerl or Hammerelli, I'm not sure, Charles, how to pronounce it. Michael Arredondo. Michael, there's a seat right next to the door. Why don't you hop in that seat and get ready to go? Good evening, sir. Tell me your full name.
Charles Adam Hammerly.
I apologize for mispronouncing your last name.
That's okay.
Sir, you have three different matters. The first one is a dangerous drug warrant for your arrest. It's a Class 4 felony. I've appointed you an attorney. Your next hearing date on this one is the 21st day of October, downtown Phoenix. I set bond in the amount of $50. The next one, sir, is manufacturing of methamphetamines with a person under the age of 15 involved. That's alleged, a Class 4 felony. Narcotic drugs, a Class 4 felony. Unlawful flight, a Class 5 felony. Drug paraphernalia, a Class 6 felony. And a misdemeanor, driving under the influence. I've appointed you that same attorney. Your next hearing date is again the 21st. Because this allegedly happened while you're on felony release on another matter, you have to be held non-bondable until the 21st. The next one and the last one, sir, the last one is another narcotic drug case. Same attorney, same hearing date, the 21st, same location, downtown Phoenix, same bond amount as the first one, $50. Again, don't worry about those two bonds until you solve your non-bondable issue on the 21st.
What is the non-bondable one again?
It's those, read them over, there's three different petitions.
Okay.
It's the one that has the manufacturing of meth, misdemeanor DUI, dangerous drugs, etc. Just read it over, have that conversation with your attorney.
Okay.
Good luck, sir.
All right, thank you.
Mr. Arredondo? Why don't you come on up and I skipped Mr. Neighbor. Mr. Neighbor, you're after this gentleman. Tell me your full name, sir.
My name is Michael Anthony Arredondo.
I apologize for mispronouncing your last name, sir.
No worries, boss.
Sir, this is an unusual case. There's two different warrants for your arrest, both on this, what appears to be the same case, a murder in the second degree. Both judges, different judges, put in the same bond amount, $750,000. On the first matter, sir, ending in 385, I have appointed you an attorney. Your next hearing date is on the 22nd. I'm going to honor the bond request of that judge, Joe Welty, $750,000. The second one, sir, is identical, except it's signed by Judge Ken Skiff. I'm going to no action that because I think the two are related to the same issue. So I think back in 2017, it was sent out twice to two different judges, I think. But that's for you, your attorney, and the county attorney to come to that same conclusion.
Thank you.
I wish you the best of luck, sir.
I really appreciate it, Your Honor.
Good luck, sir.
Thank you.
Mr. Neighbor, Alex, come on up, Mr. Neighbor. After Alex is Susu? I'm not sure how to pronounce it. Tell me your full name, sir.
Alex Rios Namor, Your Honor.
Sir, this is a kidnapping type case. It's a class 3 felony. It's also an assault case as a class 3 felony. I've appointed you an attorney, sir. Your next hearing date, strike that. I cannot appoint you an attorney. This is out of Graham County. The Graham County judge will appoint you an attorney. The Graham County judge believes that this is a violation of probation action and you're non-bondable until you see the judge in Graham County on the 20th. Good luck, sir.
Your Honor, those are things that I've already served prison terms for.
So all I can tell you, sir, this is a valid warrant out of Graham County. I have to send you back to Graham County to solve that issue.
Okay.
Good luck, sir.
Thank you.
Dorita, come on up. And then David, Wally, is after this young lady. Tell me your full name.
Francisca Tomescu. My name,
Yes.
Dorita, is a nickname, Your Honor.
Thank you, Miss. Miss, this is 7 counts of organized retail theft. It's a grand jury warrant for your arrest. I've appointed you an attorney. Your next hearing is the 22nd. The grand jury wants a $35,000 bond. Good luck, Miss.
Thank you, Your Honor.
David? Mr. Worley? And then Ashley Ellis is after this gentleman. Tell me your full name, sir.
How you doing, sir? My name is David Isibio Wali.
Thank you, sir. Sir, you have 3 different matters. The first one is aggravated driving under the influence, which is a class 4 felony. I've appointed you an attorney. Your next hearing date is on the 22nd of this month, downtown Phoenix. The judge who issued this wants a $5,000 bond. The next one, sir, is resisting arrest as a class 6 felony, escape as a class 6 felony, false reporting to law enforcement, and misdemeanor. Same attorney, sir. Same hearing date, the 22nd, same location, downtown Phoenix. I set a $50 bond on that. The last one, sir, is unlawful flight, a class 5 felony. Same attorney, same hearing date, the 22nd, same location, downtown Phoenix. It's a non-witness violation hearing on a probationary matter. I set a $50 bond. Good luck, sir.
Thank you, sir.
Why don't you step over to that officer? He'll hand you all the paperwork. Miss Ashley Ellis? Miss Ellis? And Derek Pearson is after Miss Ellis. Tell me your full name, please.
Ashley Nicole Ellis.
Ms. Ellis, this is a dangerous drug case and a drug paraphernalia case. Those are class 4 and class 6 felonies. I've appointed you an attorney, miss. Your next hearing is the 21st of October, downtown Phoenix. Bond was set by another judge at $1,000. Good luck, miss.
Thank you.
Derek Pearson? Come on up, Derek. After Derek is Jacob Butler. Good evening, sir. Tell me your full name.
Derek Pearson.
Mr. Pierce, this is a probation violation warrant for your arrest. I've appointed you an attorney, sir. Your next hearing date is the 22nd. This is allegedly a probation violation matter. I've appointed you that attorney. Your probation revocation is going to be on the 22nd of this month, downtown Phoenix. The probation judge wants a $750 bond, and that's the Honorable Rodney Mitchell. Good luck, sir.
Thank you.
Mr. Butler? Mr. Butler? And Mr. Rodriguez is after strike that, Mr. Lozano is after Mr. Butler, then Mr. Rodriguez. Tell me your full name, Mr. Butler.
Jacob Ryan Butler.
Do me a favor, take down the hoodie, please. Thank you very much, sir. Thank you. Sir, this is driving under the influence as a misdemeanor. I cannot appoint you an attorney on misdemeanors. The judge who can, you're going to meet him or her at the North Mesa Justice Court on the 20th. They want a $500 bond. Good luck, sir. Alan Lozano? Mr. Lozano? After Mr. Lozano is Mr. Rodriguez. Tell me your full name, sir.
Alan Arturo Lozano.
Sir, this is threatening and intimidating as a Class 6 felony, unlawful imprisonment as a misdemeanor. I've appointed you an attorney, sir. Your next hearing is on the 30th of this month, downtown Phoenix. You're being released to pretrial services. You'll be out of here in about 6 hours. One of the officers is going to hand you a whole bunch of paperwork. Read it all carefully. Those are the rules you have to follow to stay out of trouble. Good luck, sir.
What's pretrial service, sir?
It's like being on probation. They're going to want to know where you're at, what you're doing, but you're going to get out of here in 6 hours. Good luck, sir. Mr. Rodriguez? And Mr. Torres is after Mr. Rodriguez. Good evening, Mr. Rodriguez. Tell me your full name.
Miguel Angel Rodriguez.
Mr. Rodriguez is the narcotic drug case, a Class 4 felony, a drug paraphernalia, a Class 6 felony, a criminal trespassing as a misdemeanor. I've appointed you an attorney, sir. Your next hearing date is on the 30th of this month, downtown Phoenix. You're being released to pretrial services. You'll be out of here in about 6 hours. One of the officers is going to hand you a whole bunch of paperwork. Read it carefully. Those are the rules you got to follow to stay out of trouble. Good luck. You'll be out in 6 hours.
Thank you, sir.
Mr. Torres. Carlos. Danielle is after Carlos. Tell me your full name, sir.
Carlos Torres.
Mr. Torres, this is the probation violation warrant for your arrest. I've appointed you an attorney. Your next hearing downtown Phoenix is a probation violation matter. I'm releasing you on your own recognizance. You'll be out of here in 6 hours. When you step outside this building at about 5 a.m. in the morning, call your probation officer.
Right away.
If you follow his or her rules and my rules, you're given the next judge you meet on the 22nd. 2 good reasons to not put you in prison on the 22nd. Good luck.
Thank you.
Danielle? Miss? Amici is after this lady. Tell me your full name, please.
Danielle Marie Gianni, how are you?
Miss, this is reckless driving as a misdemeanor. I'm not allowed to appoint you an attorney on misdemeanors. That's going to be up to the Agua Fria judge. They have the power, but they probably won't. This is normally just a fine issue. You're going to meet the Agua Fria judge on the 3rd of November. I'm releasing you on your own recognizance. You'll be out in about 6 hours. Good luck.
6 hours, not 5?
Well, you know the office.
Oh, did you say 6 to them? I thought, I'm sorry, I'm sorry, I'm so tired.
Well, the officers judge better than that. They're the ones that have to process it. You could be out sooner than that or later than that. Depends on how busy they are. Good luck. Mr. Amici? Mr. Amici? Kateki? Joseph Perez is after this gentleman. Tell me your full name, sir.
Kalechi Cyprian Amici.
Sir, you have 3 different matters. The first one's a probation violation. I've appointed you an attorney. You're going to have a probation revocation hearing on the 22nd. Downtown Phoenix, you're being released on your own recognizance. The next one, sir, is another probation violation. Same attorney, same hearing date, the 22nd, same location, downtown Phoenix, same release conditions on your own recognizance. Last one, sir, another probation violation. Same attorney, same hearing date, the 22nd, same location, downtown Phoenix, same release on your own recognizance. When you step outside this building in about 6 hours, call your probation officer. Follow their rules, follow my rules. You're giving the next judge you meet 2 good reasons, 3 good reasons, actually 3 cases, to not put you in prison on the 22nd. Good luck, sir. You'll be out of here shortly. Joseph Perez. And then Smith is after Perez. Tell me your full name, sir.
Joseph Elio Pedro Perez.
Thank you. Sir, this is a narcotic drug case, a Class 4 felony, a drug paraphernalia, Class 6 felony. I've appointed you an attorney, sir. Your next hearing date is the 30th day of October, downtown Phoenix. You're being released on your own recognizance. You'll be out of here in about 6 hours. Good luck, sir.
Thank you.
Mr. Smith? Mr. Smith, come on up. Mr. Bradford's after Smith. Tell me your full name.
Royson Ryan Smith.
Thank you, Mr. Smith. This is a dangerous drug case, a Class 4 felony. I've appointed you an attorney. Your next hearing date is the 30th, downtown Phoenix. You're being released on your own recognizance. You'll be out of here in about 6 hours. Good luck.
Thank you.
Mr. Bradford, come on up. Victor is after this gentleman, Victor Gonzalez. Tell me your full name.
Chauncey Lamar Bradford, sir.
Thank you, sir. Sir, this is resisting arrest as a misdemeanor. I'm not allowed to appoint you an attorney, sir. That's up to the El Centro judge. They probably won't, but they can. This is normally just a fine issue. You're going to meet that judge on the 30th day of October. You're being released on your own recognizance. You'll be out of here in about 6 hours. Good luck.
Thank you, sir.
Victor, come on up, Victor. Good evening, Victor. Tell me your full name.
Victor Anthony Gonzalez.
Mr. Gonzalez, you got two different matters. The first one's narcotic drugs, Class 4 felony, shoplifting, a misdemeanor. I've appointed you an attorney, sir. Your next hearing date is on the 30th day of this month, downtown Phoenix. You're being released on your own recognizance. The next one, sir, is a private probation violation matter. Same attorney, sir. The hearing date on that is the 22nd, downtown Phoenix. Again, you're being released on your own recognizance. When you step outside this building in about 6 hours, the first thing you must do is contact your probation officer. Follow their rules, follow my rules. You're given the next judge you meet on the 22nd. Two good reasons to not put you in prison on the 22nd. Good luck, sir.
Thank you.
Michael, Mr. Holder. And William is after Michael. Good evening, sir. Tell me your full name.
Michael Scott Holder,
Tell me your date of birth, please.
6864.
Thank you, sir. I appreciate it. Sir, this is a probation violation matter. I've appointed you an attorney. You're going to have a probation revocation hearing on the 22nd of this month. You're being released on your own recognizance, sir. You'll be out of here in 6 hours. When you step outside this building, contact your probation officer. Follow their rules and my rules. You're given the next judge you meet on the 22nd. Two good reasons to not put you in prison on the 22nd.
Okay, so I'm going to be released in 6 hours and contact my PO first thing.
Absolutely, sir. Show up on the 22nd and deal with this.
Okay,
Good luck.
Thank you, Your Honor.
No, I'm saying you came from Towers, right? Are you done with all of your other cases that was holding you in Towers?
I have a misdemeanor, paraplegic case over there.
Okay, so.
I don't show a DOC hold. Do you show
He's in custody right now.
I'm in custody on the paraphernalia charge.
How much longer you got to do? How much time?
I don't know.
Well, let's do this. Why don't you hand that officer all that paperwork back? I'm going to make sure you get credit for time served. Is that okay with you?
That's fine.
Okay, I'm going to modify your release conditions and change them to a $50 bond.
I don't have $50.
Pardon me? Well, you're going to be held on the other charges. So I'm giving you credit on these by giving you a bond, and that bond will get you to the next court date. The next court date is going to be changed. So the next court date, again, is going to be the 22nd. And on the 22nd, if you're getting released on that other matter, they'll release you on this matter too. Good luck.
Okay, I'm not sure I understand. Your Honor.
Sir, you're in custody, correct?
Correct. I'm in custody on a misdemeanor paraphernalia charge, I believe.
And what was the sentence on that misdemeanor?
It hasn't been adjudicated yet.
Well, if it hadn't been adjudicated, then you have a bond on the misdemeanor. What's the bond?
There was no bond yet.
Well, sir, you can't be in on a misdemeanor without a bond or being sentenced.
Okay. How about this, Your Honor? How about we go time served on the on that misdemeanor?
That's up to the next judge on the 22nd, not me. I'm just gonna give you credit for this matter, that's why I put the $50 bond.
Oh, all right.
Good luck, sir.
Not only that, but it'll ensure that we transport you to that
Yes.
case.
So, and then they'll
Okay,
put
so
it-
I'm not getting out.
Not today, no,
Okay.
not
All right.
today, because,
The thing holding you is your narcotic possession charge.
I don't have a narcotics possession charge.
I'm sorry, paraphernalia.
Paraphernalia is a difference.
yes,
Yeah.
Yeah, but you're-
Language is powerful.
but sir, you're in custody, I'm just making sure, as the officer just said, you get transported to the next hearing because of the bond, and also you get credit for time served on this new charge because of the bond.
Okay, and then I will go for the violation of probation on the 22nd.
Yes,
All
good
right.
luck.
All right, cool, thanks.
William, come on up, William. And thank you, officer, for catching that. Tell me your full name, William.
William Forrest Theater.
Sir, this is an exposure case and a disorderly conduct case. I've appointed you an attorney, sir. Strike that, I cannot appoint you an attorney. This is up to the Yuma judge. You're going to meet the Yuma judge on the 20th of this month, and in Yuma, they have the power to appoint you an attorney. They want a $1,500 bond. Good luck in Yuma, sir.
Thank you, sir.
George Schultz, Mr. Schultz. Come on up, George. Tell me your full name, George.
George Schultz III.
Oh, thank you. Sir, this is a registration violation matter. I've appointed you an attorney. Your next hearing date is on the 22nd. The judge who issued this wants a $1,000 bond. Good luck, sir.
Yeah.
The next are all behavioral issues. Number 6 is Miss Valley. Miss Valley is resisting arrest as a Class 6 felony. I've appointed her an attorney. Her next hearing date is on the 21st of this month, downtown Phoenix. Her bond is $1,000. Mr. Wall, number 9, Walls, is contraband, a Class 2 felony. I've appointed him an attorney. His next hearing date is on the 22nd. The bond that the grand jury wants is a $10,000 bond. Mr. Lopez, number 4, is a monitoring device interference. It's a Class 4 felony. I've appointed him an attorney. His next hearing date is on the 22nd of this month, downtown Phoenix. The grand jury wants a $15,000 bond. And Brian Burgett has 2, number 14 and 34. Number 14 is a dangerous drug charge, Class 4 felony. I've appointed him an attorney. His next hearing date is on the 21st of this month, downtown Phoenix. Bond is $50. And number 34 is a probation violation. Same attorney, same hearing, no, different hearing date, the 22nd, downtown Phoenix. Bond is $50. I'll also tell him to contact his probation officer within 72 hours. Did I miss anything, miss? Officer, again, thank you for catching that one. Are you ready to wander around back there?